nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. It sucks when you finally feel like giving up. Oh God, no luck, everything feels like you're sticky stuck. I'm lost, handcuffed to the bed where I sleep, don't give a fuck. Can't stop, unplug, feeling overwhelmed, I think I've had enough. Gotta find a way to get some energy, gotta find someone who's a good friend of me. I need purpose to make it all worth it, I'm still searching and I'm still learning. I want a life that's filled with memories, not a life with regret and frenemies. I need focus to keep me from hopeless psychosis if I keep moping.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my
And hello. Welcome back to another stream and another episode of The Legend of Heroes Trails through Daybreak 2. How's everybody doing today? Welcome on in, a Blood Gapple? That's a new name. Welcome on in. Glad to see you. Thank you for stopping on by. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Glad to see you. Welcome on in. But yeah, we're here in the final chapter, the finale chapter of Legend of Heroes Trails through Daybreak 2. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this is going to be going. I was thinking about it, right? Because, like, it felt very much like we was at the finale, right? It really feels like we did the final boss and all that stuff last time, because everything seems to be more or less resolved. And then I thought about it, and I was like, the one thing that has not been resolved was, the one thing that hasn't been resolved would be the Mahan Garden. It's the one thing that we haven't completed yet, even though I've done, like, I don't know, 7 areas worth of the Mahan Garden. I haven't really finished off this thing yet, or at least it hasn't told us that we finished this thing off yet. Wanna play Lethal Company soon? I mean, I ain't gonna play no Lethal Company soon. I just start and stream with some Legend of Heroes. But hey, if you're gonna go play some Lethal Company, you have yourself a good old time. Appreciate you stopping on by. But, yeah. No Lethal Company for me today, unfortunately. What the heck is this? Oh, one of those shards. I forgot I was gonna do that. Well, whatever. The last time that we were in here, we did go through and I finished off, or I went through and I went through all of my orbments, right? So all my characters should have updated orbments now. I was going to, like, unequip everything and then re-equip things, but then I was like, that's so much effort, that's so much work. So instead, I just went through and I, like, made sure that, like, all my defense 2s were defense 3s, all my defense 1s were defense 2s, you know, things like that. Little tiny things like that. Opened up a few more of these last slots as well. Don't got it for everybody, of course, but I got it open for most of my characters, at least the ones that I use the majority of, right? Like Aaron, Van, Rosette, Shizuna, Nadia. Actually, I didn't get any for Nadia. Huh, got it for Swin, though. Interesting. No, a friend for Perhemo. Perhemo! The good old pervy slime man. Love that guy. Watch his stream? Hell yeah. Well, a friend of Perhenmo's a friend of mine. Welcome on in. Yeah, I was having a hard time placing your name there, but now I got you. Now I see where it is. Appreciate for him sending his community over to me as well. I saw he was doing some Hollow Knight this morning, which, Hollow Knight was so good. I played it like almost 4 years ago now on stream. Like, oh, that's been so long. But it was a very fun time. A very, very fun game. I'd be willing to go back and play some of those games again, but considering I already have a VOD of all that stuff, I kind of feel like if I did do that, I would only do it on like Twitch, right? Because I do multi-stream. I stream over to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And so, yeah. Oh, there's Agnes over here. Settle down, you two. No fighting. Curse, agree that it's important to greet our guests with a smile. However, don't you think it's important that we be genuine with them too? I guess so. You're right, Agnes. And Kisara, I know I told you to take your role seriously, but you don't have to be so uptight. It's okay to relax. Okay. Nice job running the kids, Chief. Well, I was in their shoes last year, so I understand how they feel. Being on the managing end this year has actually been somewhat of an adjustment for me. Honestly, I feel slightly out of my element. Could have fooled me. I think you're doing a bang-up job. Thank you, Van. I know my student council and class workload is only going to go up now that I'm a second year. That just means I'll have to work that much harder, both at school and at my part-time job. That way I can keep holding my head up high. Someone's fired up. Well, I'll be counting on you. She's just as dependable as ever. True. And last time I went around here, I was hanging out with Agnes, and so I'm going through now with Elaine here, which I don't think we need any new active voice lines.
Our festival was a busy affair in
Let me
its
eat
own
my
right,
words immediately,
but it looks like theirs is even more so. I have to wonder if they're managing all right.
I'm sure they're managing just fine.
The current student council crew knows what they're doing. I wouldn't worry.
Truly. Hey, morning. Good morning, Mangaga. Welcome in. Glad to see. Thank you for stopping on by. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Pretty good chance you passed me in the game today. I saw that, actually. I was curious. Curiosity took hold of me, and so I threatened a little bit of spoilers. And I went into your VODs, and I was like, alright, where's Mangaga at in this game? And I saw that your last stream, you started off the finale. So I was like, ooh. And then I think tonight, or was it last night, that you were going to be playing some more. Yeah, it was this morning, right? It was this morning. Well, this morning for me. It was like 1:30 a.m. Legend of Heroes, and I was like, well, you have fun with that. Definitely wouldn't be able to watch that regardless, but 1:30 a.m. God damn time zones. Pretty good. Spent a ton of time playing Umu Musume yesterday. Nice. What do you play next stream? Tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be back at the same time as always, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be doing some Another Crab's Treasure. Doing Drunk Souls, which is a series I do on this channel where I get a bunch of my streaming friends that are available in a VC. We all start drinking, and I play a Souls-like game. It's a good time. This is a good time. But yeah, that'll be the next series that I play, or that would be the next game that I play on the channel. And then we got Sandland we're still going through. Yeah, that's the 3 cycle that I'm going with right now. We're doing Sandland, Legend of Heroes, Sorcerer Daybreak 2, and Another Crab's Treasure, Drunk Souls. What's up, brother Doom? He heard the Drunk Souls and he had to show up. What's up, Doom? How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, I saw that Mangaga was like 4 hours into the finale chapter here, which we're about an hour into the finale chapter, so it is a pretty good chance that today will be the day that I'm gonna bring it back to you and pass Mangaga up in the Legend of Heroes. Which, if you guys haven't checked out Mangaga over there, that Mangaga 2168, you could check him out as well. He's a nice, cool, chill dude, and I go to his streams from time to time. I can't all the time, considering sometimes it's 1 in the morning, and sometimes it's Legend of Heroes, which I'm like, no spoilers, please, no spoilers! But otherwise, I'd like to stop on by. I know it's also going to be your birthday soon. I think in like 2 or 3 more days. I can't remember exactly when it was, but I saw that you had a karaoke stream for your birthday, and I was like, ooh, definitely going to have to stop by for that one. Hell yeah. Next stream you want to play Lethal Company? Roman said that you probably want to play. I don't actually stream Lethal Company, as I do like playing Lethal Company, but usually speaking, whenever I play Lethal Company, it's at a completely different time. And I just record it. I just record it for the clips. So if you look at my channel, there's a bunch of clips that I have of Lethal Company. But I usually don't stream it, considering, I don't know, those, a lot of collab games in general, right? they tend to be more like attuned for like clips, right? I feel like it's less, I don't know. Collabs in general, I feel like aren't very good for like meeting a streamer necessarily. Like it's a good time to, like you might get some like exposure, but like, oh yeah, like this community now knows about this other person, so yeah, sure, stuff like that. But it's really hard to talk to chat whenever you're doing a collab. Like I am absolutely awful with it. I try my best with Drunk Souls, but even still, I definitely get sidetracked with the game and with everybody that's in my VC, right? Everybody that I'm talking with. And so, I try not to do too many collabs on the stream. It also helps that I don't have access to, like a dual monitor setup, so I can't exactly play a PC game while also streaming. I technically could if I signed into YouTube on my, or like, well no, not even, because I multi-stream, so. I was gonna say I could with the YouTube, like sign into YouTube on my phone and then use that as the chat, but I multi-stream, so not even that would work considering I would need like 2 separate phones to do that. So right now I just have like my OBS setup right there. It has the screen that shows what you guys are seeing, and then all of my settings, like my audio and like the different scenes and sources that I've got. And then like on the right side of my screen, it's just my Twitch chat, my YouTube chat, my Twitch activity feed, and then the like the restream channels that I'm using. So I get to see like all the funny little numbers. All the funny little numbers that are popping up on screen. Dahlia, welcome on in. Glad to see you. Thank you for stepping on by. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. We're just kind of yapping right now while I'm going around and collecting these little things. It's the beginning of stream, you know. Gotta get into a vibe. Make sure to like and subscribe to Skyro. We'll have more dead ends. Oh my god, for real though. You know, I just remembered something that I should have done a while back. I should do this. Add as moderator. Boink. And there we go. Mangaga is now a moderator. Yay! That's what I'd like to do for any of my streaming homies. Dahlia, one day, whenever you have your first debut stream, I'll moderate you as well. But for now, you haven't had your debut stream yet, so can't do that one. But congratulations, Mangaga. You now have the slightest bit more power. It doesn't really matter. I don't expect anything from you. It's just because you're a streamer. Then I'm like, hey, yeah, I like this guy. I'll moderate. I'll make them a mod. Little thing. Wrench Gang. Hell yeah, indeed. As soon as you like, any update on that, Dahlia? I know you've been going through a lot of things IRL recently, but any word on when you might be able to have your first stream? Your quote-unquote debut stream. It may not be an actual debut stream, but, you know, the first stream of the Dahlia Inkheart. Be interesting. I won't disappoint. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, it's more or less doesn't really mean anything. It's just like how on Twitch, right? Twitch has a VIP section, and I try to make all of my streamer friends VIPs on Twitch. But it's really hard to do considering you have to have so many chatters, have so many active chatters at a time before you can do that. And I've already got like all of my current chat capacity VIPs. So I need 15 active chatters at the exact same time before I can get another I think it's another 5. I think it's another 5 VIP slots. Maybe it's 10. Actually, no, maybe it is 10 slots. Yeah, because I think after 5 active chatters, you get 10. After 20 active chatters, you get 20. After 15, I think you get 30. Brenmo, welcome on in. Glad to see you. Thank you for stopping on by. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Appreciate you sending Blood Gapel over here. Yeah, I see you sent some of your chatters over here. Appreciate that. Always appreciate you. Hopefully Hollow Knight was treating you well today. I stopped by in for a little bit, but it's so hard for me to be an active chatter in the mornings. Like, I'll wake up, I'll put somebody's stream on while I'm eating, right? And then I'll just go and do, like, laundry and dishes and work out, and I'm just like, yeah. I'm here, but, like, I can't really say anything. Not in a chatty mood first thing in the morning. But hopefully you're doing well.
classroom in the left wing.
Mr. Powell, it's been a while. Oh, Kincaid, so you've grown to a fine young man. You were one of our previous student council presidents, right? Oh, Frederica, she was the former student council president before Ren, I believe. And she had like a whole like stick up her butt about how this next generation, you damn kids, and stuff like that. What's up, Minko? Welcome in. Glad to see you. Thanks for stopping on by. One indeed. Hopefully you're doing well. Gotta head to work. Take it easy and enjoy stream. Hey, no worries, Dahlia. Appreciate you stopping on by. Appreciate seeing ya. Hopefully work goes well today, and we'll see ya later on. Hopefully you can take it easy as well. Doubtful considering it's work, but you know, hopefully. It's very hot outside lately, so definitely try and stay hydrated. Try and take it easy. Don't need to get no heat stroke or anything like that. Sleepy but good. Understandable, Minkyo. Understandable. We're glad to see you as always. We're in the finale chapter right now, and it's just a giant school festival again. So you know, take that as you will. If you want to stick around, there might be some spoilers here and there, but it should be just relatively comfy of a stream today. I don't know though. I don't know. All us goes work. It's rough. At least I have tomorrow and Saturday off. Hopefully Sunday as well. Working on Sundays. Working on the weekends sucks. Surprise, surprise. Hey, yo. But yeah, Frederica here, she was a former student council president as well. But she's not in uniform. I don't understand how Japanese schools work. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Because it's like, hey, they're graduating, but also everybody's still around. Like, I know how American schools work. I don't quite understand how, like, Asian schools work. You work on Sundays? It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But hopefully it's not too bad for you, Dahlia. Hopefully it's not too bad. Yes, I was. There were two of my cohorts. Beauty's Blade, president who succeeded you, and Mr. Arkride, one of our advisors for this year's festival. Yeah, that's me. Got my fingers in all sorts of pies at the moment. Anyways, as a fellow alumnus, what say you to helping us make a few rounds for the festival? I'd be happy to. No. Yeah, it's kind of funny how that she's around here. If she just graduated. So she's on the menu, boys. Ring-a-ding-ding! Oh, man. What do you think of this year's festival, Frederica? Well, I suppose it's alright. Doesn't really lack for anything. Of course, they wouldn't have been able to pull it off without the training they received during my time as student council president. You know, perhaps you're right. No, you see, half of that was meant to be a joke, and the other half was just me being a sore loser. Either way, this year's festival is something truly extraordinary. It's true that much of what was accomplished was due to Mr. Bright's exemplary leadership skills. However, it wouldn't be what it is today if they never broke tradition. Yes, I suppose that's true. I've seen many student councils come and go over the years, but some of our more wonderful achievements only come about during your time in office. As you move into the next phase of your life, remember to be proud of all you've accomplished. Mr. Powell, thank you. Now that's the Powell I remember. You're right, hasn't changed at all. Boosting students' egos. Nice, nice. The smiling imp. Ayo, ayo, ayo.
Enjoy the festival.
Van fingering all the pies. Ayo, true though. Also, I didn't realize that this right here, I don't know if I can see it without walking outside. No, I can't. It's so stupid. There's a, the thing to the right there. I couldn't realize what it said. It looked like it just said POG. Or like, something like that. But it was just 1209. That's what it was. Because the Septian calendar of 1209, it makes so much sense now. But like, when I was looking at that, I could not decipher it until like, it was one of those moments, right, where you were like, this girl was totally hitting on you, but you didn't quite understand what she was saying. And then, like, after after you thought about it, like, you went home, you took a shower, went to bed, and then it was like, damn, she was hitting on me! It was that kind of moment right there. That looks like Elliot's sister, so we... Oh, true. True, she kind of does, actually. Yeah. She's not as nice as Fiona, but... Yeah, no. She does got the... She's a cutie. She is indeed a cutie. That's the thing with Legend Heroes, though. There's so many cuties. Everyone's so damn cute. The hell? We're holding a few 7 Hearts matches today. 2 and 2, so you have to join up with a friend to participate. Want to give it a go? Yeah, sure, I guess. I may as well. I don't mind this card game as much considering it wasn't a whole, like... It wasn't like Vantage Masters. That one was just way too crazy. My brain immediately went to Shizuna, I'll be perfectly honest with you. We do got Rosette and all of them over here, though, so maybe I should just grab Rosette and be like, hey, let's play 7 Hearts. Yeah, sure, why not? Even though Elaine's with us right now, don't worry about that part. Rules are 2 versus 2, so if either member of a team takes first place, they win the match. You need to strategize differently than you would going solo, so watch out for that. The format differs from the standard method of play. Moves will have to be both prudent and intrepid if we're to prevail. No time to waste, let's deal them out. I have only played this game like 3 times, although I'm kind of grateful about that. I definitely prefer like a Blade compared to all of these other card games, but I don't mind it, I guess. I guess I'm using this one.
What about this?
Get a load of this! The only thing I can really use. I have no response to that.
Get a load of this.
Get a load of this. What am I doing though? Deal 2 damage for the next player in turn order. Just 2 damage to the next player in turn order. I got a lot of earth, so I guess we'll go with one of these. Hit you with one of these! Hit you with one of these! Sauna time? No worries, Minkyu. Appreciate you being here as always. Oh, I gotta do this again. Doubles field damage, deals 2 player.
Is something the matter?
Yes, the thing that is the matter is that I'm an idiot. Teehee. We'll go with this one. Haha! I was the opposite. Loved Vantage Masters. I'm not a huge fan of card games in general. I liked Blade a lot considering it was very simple, but Vantage Masters was just so much nonsense. I was like, I can't. I just can't, man. Here it goes.
My precious life.
Damn, we just murdered that girl. Damn.
Damn it. Let's go again.
Oh, that guy wins. Moss Hair over there won. Damn it, Marcus. Whatever. I'm shaking off their defeat. Team Arkride parted ways and returned to what they were doing before. Oh, okay. Then we still got our points, so... Oh's well, teehee. But yeah, like, I don't know. Vantage Masters was just way too much. Way too much nonsense that I wasn't a huge fan of it. But I'm also not a fan of card games in general. I liked Blade, though, considering it was very simple. You just had to, like, you know, they had a 2. You put a 3 down. Or, you know, a sword. A Volt, that's what it was called. Volt! That was fun. That was nice.
Thank you for coming to the first
What's about this one? Quiz King of Aramis. You like quizzes? I do like quizzes. Yippee! Play felt easier to pick up and play compared to the rest of the card games? Yeah. I do appreciate the amount of effort they put into making all of these card games and whatnot, but like, I just can't. I just can't, man. That's just way too much. There's just way too much to be thinking about. I don't want to play card games. I don't play card games IRL. I just like collecting cards. Well, I used to when I was younger. Not so much anymore, but shiny cards were fun. They were pretty. Want to play Lethal sometime? Maybe. Maybe Bloodgate Ball. But definitely won't be anytime soon. Definitely won't be playing that anytime soon, unfortunately. Now, who should I have as my partner for the quiz? Kind of want to bring out Rosette again, because of course I do. You know, we haven't really hung out with Nadia too much. Let's bring Nadia out. I miss her. I miss Nadia. Safe to host this whole shebang, huh? Kind of a short straw to draw. It can be rough at times. Still, festivals like these hold a special place in my heart. Besides, I can't slack off when the entire student body is so hard at work. That's Toa for you. I feel that. Just get used to collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards whenever I have any idea how to actually play them. Just like the pretty art. Yeah, exactly. I got a binder over there of... I dug it out of storage like a year or 2 ago now. And it's got all of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, got all my Pokemon cards, and it's got all of my Naruto cards. Because they had a collectible card, I mean, I guess it was a game, but they had collectible cards for Naruto as well. So I had some of those as well. I just thought they were nifty. But as I got older, I really was like, nah, I'm okay. I can just look at the pretty art online instead of having to like own the card itself. It's very expensive as well. Not too interested in that kind of expenses. But now, without further ado, let the Quiz King of Aramis tournament begin. I'm Toa Herschel, and I'll be your mistress for ceremonies. Hey, Tiny Teach, make sure we get all the easy questions, okay? Not a chance. The betrayal. Give it a rest for once, as if you of all people would ever need a handicap for this. The quiz will consist of 10 questions total, but be careful, if you miss 3, you're out. Depending on what these questions are, I might be pretty okay.
Let's start the quiz.
Yay!
Question.
Question number 1. Which magazine is not published in Calvard Republic? Let's go with Hotshot. I don't actually know. Because I've heard Buzz Raider and Tyro Times is definitely here. So yeah, either Hotshot or the Royal Guardian, but I'm gonna go with this one.
Nice.
Hey!
Got it
Nice, nice, nice. Question number 2. What is the name of the hotel in Longport's New Town? In Longport's New Town, that would be the Kowloon, yeah?
Score 1 for me.
Score 1 for me. Kind of, I don't like how this, the timer starts going down before the question even gets asked. I'm like, I need to read what this is first. Please, give me some time. Timer starts a little early. Number 3, what is the majority party in the Republic's be the Republican, right? Oh, it's the Patriot League. Oh, okay.
Fumbled that one.
Because I have to remember, Gramhart was the Republican Party. So I figured that since he's the president right now, they'd be the majority. At the moment, at the very least. Whoopsie. What is the name of the heroine in Golden Blood? Was it Zoe? I feel like it was Zoe. Hey! I remembered. That's... Whew. It'd be easier if you asked me what was the actress. Because that's Judith. But... Oh god. What year did the Calvardian Revolution take place? Oh, that was 10... Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it was 1100? I thought it was... oh yeah, because it was 98 years ago. Right? I was 1 year off.
Fumbled that one.
Remember this Patriot League, Senator Ryan Rexman for the Republican Party? Oh, I got you, man, Gaga. I got you. Hello, what's up, Apple? Welcome in. Glad to see you. Thank you for stopping on by. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Somewhere with the poor service, it seems, with the double text. Hopefully you're doing well, though. Apple. We're doing a quiz right now, and I'm fumbling. This would be the 5th, 6th. Oh God. I couldn't quite think. I was thinking about like, okay, we got Treasure of the Sky, we got Crossbow, we got Cold Steel, we got Daybreak. But then I was like, was there another one? No, 6th though.
Huh. Weird.
You missed 3. Sorry, you get it next time.
You'll get it next time.
Next time, for real, for real. God, these are some hard questions actually. Huh. Return to what they were doing before. Actually, I meant to say hello, but I hit send instead of space. Ah, I see. So you just said hello, and then you said hello again. I gotcha. These are interesting activities, though. Instead of having, like, a whole, like, event, it's just like a... Yeah, you're just bonding with this character now. Like, congratulations, you now bonded with this character a little bit more. What about this one? Grid Hackers, Rave Reviews, Co-op Experience. Feel free to give it a try. Okay. Beginner course. This one should actually be pretty easy. Who should I invite? I'll bring Ren in. Yay! Finish my actual trip, clean 2 cars before we move more work, though not as arduous, yet much more arduous. Oh boy. Well, good luck, Apple! Hopefully it's not as arduous as you think it may be. Something like this should be child's play for you. Am I wrong? The stages are randomized, so even I'll still have to keep my wits about me. Shall we see if our teamwork passes muster? Alright, let's jump right in. It's too early to do trivias, man. Yeah. Especially video game trivias.
Let's hack our way through.
And some of them were very, like... it's just like 1 digit off on both of them. Like, I was just 1 digit off on both not like what year things were. I think I'll probably go this way. But what's up, Leather? Welcome in. Glad to see you. Thank you for stopping on by. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Take family friends out to a magical place. Oh, a magical place, you say?
Easier than taking candy from a baby.
Certain steakhouse haven't eaten in a decade. Ooh, nice. Boom, 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 boom.
There goes the luck.
I do love these hacking minigames, I'll be honest with you. They're very, very fun. They're very comfy. I was really hoping that I could, like, try and beat that, but... No, I don't think I can. Can I beat that one? I totally could have beat that one. Totally could have beat that one. Oh, well, whatever. We still got plenty of time. Checkpoint save! Okay, yeah, definitely want to install... Oh, I thought that was a thing there. Oh, this is actually extremely easy. I was like, we
Easier
still
to
got
take
2 minutes.
candy
It's gonna
from
be
a
a
baby.
long one. No, it's not very long at all.
Hell yeah. You're clear.
Easy. Just woke up. Nice. Good morning, Leather. Good morning. Driving a bunch of boomer family and friends means I'll be constantly on edge. Inevitably, I might not end up driving, but we shall see. Well, hopefully you can take it easy. Hopefully you won't be as much on edge, but I do know the feeling. Congratulations on clearing the beginner course. Here's your prize. Spirit Droplet. Yippee! Have access to the intermediate course. Give it a try if you get a chance. Rejuvenated by their victory, Team Arkride parted ways and returned to what they were doing before. Okay. What are my stats looking like either? Also, I find it very funny that I'm going through and doing all of these bonding events, right? Whenever I have Elaine with me. And she's not getting any of the, we're not playing any of the games with her. Very funny to me. You know, Salas and Leon are both 10 away. Man. 10 away from max. Everybody else is actually pretty far away. Yeah. Basically, when you take your first bite here, you see God. Ooh, is that good, huh? It's that good of a food. I'm curious to know what kind of steakhouse it is, but obviously you don't gotta tell if you don't want to dox yourself like that. Okay, so I have 7 connection events that I can do. And there's what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 5 events that we won't be able to see, but that's a lot of events, man. That's a lot of events. I know I definitely want to hang out with Agnes, Fairy, Aaron. Well, then again, considering we are in the one thing. So definitely Aaron and Rosette. Just try to like max them out. Well, okay, if we're gonna definitely do some of these, we may as well just go ahead and see these, huh? See these nuts, cut them! Sure, let's hang out with Aaron for a while. That should be fine. We should be able to do at least these ones, right? Because then that'll get the Slim support effect 7. Since they're like part of my main party, it's not a waste. So, yeah. I've been told I just went to blank sitting there with tears rolling down my cheeks whenever you ate the steakhouse. Damn, that's crazy. Itaeon, currently playing the H games. Nice. Nice, Arcalius. Hopefully you're having yourself a good time. But welcome and glad to see you. Thank you for stopping on by. Upon splitting up from the rest of the group, Van decided to consider spending some time with one of his friends. Taking the time to track them down, he and Aaron arranged to meet somewhere on Station Street. Oh wow, didn't expect that. Cut the shit already! Guess you do remember my face. Figured you'd be a little happy to see me after 10 years, Ronnie. Don't you dare call me that. The hell are you doing here anyways? What, I'm not allowed to check on how my kid's doing? They're looking high and low for you, only to be led to Edith of all places. I was wondering when I saw that red hair, I was like, is this Aaron's dad? Man, you sure got big though. You're a spitting image of Yufa when she... Keep a mother's name out of your damn mouth. It sure sounds like a lovely reunion. Van... Isn't there a reason we're meeting up in some back alley? Not the only one with a nose for sniffing out trouble. I've been hearing rumors that this asshole was in town. Just follow him around and here I am. You must be the Spriggan. Thanks for keeping an eye on my son for so long. Yeah, you sure are the talk of the town. Anyways, I'm Leroy, Aaron's father. Van Arkride. It's a real pleasure. Don't start acting all responsible. And you, stop trying to get friendly. There's no need to be so hostile, Aaron. I'm just like to get along with the man my son's been working for. You see, there's actually one other reason I came to the capital. Lend me some mirror, will ya? Just enough to get me back on my feet? Please, I'm begging you here. Uh-huh. And there's why he's trying to reconnect with his son. What an ass. I ended up owing some money to a real couple of nasty guys. Now they got it out for me. If I don't pay him back with interest, your old man's gonna be 6 Sarge under before you know it. Come on, Ronnie. We're family, right? We're supposed to be able to count on one another. If you don't have the funds now, maybe you get an advance payment from your boss here. Shut up. You disgusting piece of shit. I haven't changed at all. Not even sorry for all the crap you put my mother through. Get lost. Don't let me see your face ever again. So that's how it is, huh? I guess that's that. Suppose my business here is finished, then. See you around, Mr. Arkwright. If you're looking for a place to lay low, you could probably try the Blacklight District. Got plenty of folks down there in the same boat. I've heard about the place. I'm sure I'll be right at home. Oh boy, oh boy. Couldn't tell you exactly how long I was out, but I was certainly not there. Nice apple. What's up, Flash? Welcome on in. Glad to see you. Thank you for stopping on by. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Aaron's dad is a bump. Yeah, for real. Yeah, I had a feeling that they probably weren't on the best of terms, considering that's the first time we've ever heard anything about Aaron's dad. And, yeah. Expectations met. Didn't you say you never had a dad? Yeah, and? Not like that useless piece of trash ever acted like one. My mom was a rising star in the world of Eastern theater, and all that slime ever did was waste her savings on booze and gambling. She went through hell because of him. In the end, though, he got on the wrong side of the Lou family, and they drove him out of town. I think I was about 6 or so. And now he shows up over a decade later, just to ask for more money. Maybe it's not my place to say, but it's kind of hard to believe that he's your dad. I guess the hair color kind of gives it away, though. He's a lot darker than Aaron's, though. That's what pisses me off the most. No matter how much I try to distance myself from him, we still share the same blood. I never understand why Mom ever cared for the guy. Still, you've got to wonder, why'd he come searching for you now of all times? I mean, I think he just came looking for money. Huh, weren't you listening? Want to sponge the mirror off of me. But why would he try to reunite with his son now, after 10 years of silence? Doubt he's dumb enough to think you'd be all smiles. I don't think he actually ever believed you'd agree to pay off his debt. Well, I'm sure there's a tiny part of him hoping it'd all go his way, of course. What are you trying to say? Yeah, I would not have picked up on this either, Van. I feel like you're the one that's kind of stretching over right now. Just saying. See, first you get the bacon. Bacon's already like the greatest thing you've ever eaten. Now the microwave shit. I don't know what you're talking about, Apple. Microwavable bacon is some peak quality cuisine. Is Lance here? I'd bring him out of his lurk real quick if he is. Isn't Aaron's fault the man that went broke? That the man went broke? Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm not on Aaron's dad's side in the slightest right now. Just didn't want his legs broken. I mean, true, but like, yeah. You know. And steak comes, you get a glimpse of supreme essence. Ooh. Also, you get bacon first. That's pretty peak. Getting bacon, because usually you go to steakhouse and you get like rolls. Getting like some bacon immediately. Ooh, that's a real nice treat. But yeah, what are you trying to say? Nothing really. Just wondering if you're actually feeling okay about all this. I'm fine with it. Bastard ruined your mom's life, right? Figured you'd like to suck him across the jaw, at least. But I guess the whole thing was pretty unexpected. Sure, you're just trying to put all the pieces together. Still, it's not like that little conqueror of Luzio, former child prodigy and genius at Eastern Theater, to let someone off the hook like that. That said, if you did want to give your dad the what for, I wouldn't mind helping out. Like how Van is stroking Aaron's ego right now. Trying to get him to lash out. You're one hell of an instigator, you know what? You're right, though. It's pretty out of character for me. Let's go see if we can track the bastard down. That's more like it. It's quite curious that we're gonna chase this guy down. Sometime later. Really thought you could hide from us, old man? Hand over the mirror, dirtbag. Hey, now, let's all just calm down a little, yeah? I'm a good-looking man. If you mess up my moneymaker, you'll never get your mirror back. What have we here? A family picture, huh? That's not... Oh, why so flustered, Leroy? It's not like we don't know who your little boy is. Took the liberty of digging into your background quite some time ago, after all. Must know you're just some good-for-nothing who got chased out of Longport. At first, we thought you were little more than some deadbeat dad, but I think we might just have a use for you. You see, Sal used us as pawns, and Gaolong left us to the dogs. The Lai family's practically in shambles. Surprised that it's even still around. Taking advantage of someone like you is our best chance of getting out of this hole. Now, I don't need to get you one over on the loose, and the Lees, but Aaron, too. Nice stepping on the picture. Come on, Leroy, what do you say? Mind drawing your son out for us? Might even forgive all your debt. Hell, you already abandoned him once. I'm sure a second time won't hurt. Maybe it'll help you if you just look at it as getting revenge on the Luz. You bastard! Look, there's no need to threaten my family. I'll get you your mirror back. As far as Ronnie's concerned, no way am I letting you guys lay a finger on him. You think we're giving you a choice here? No, he does care. Look at that. Wholesome. Even little silly sides there are a step above anything you've ever had. Bacon comes with a slice of tomato and onion. They're just perfect. Well, I'm okay with the onion. Not so much the tomato, though. Not a fan of tomato. Looks like you still haven't learned your place. You don't get to refuse. Just shut up and do what you're told. You guys just don't know when to quit. Aaron, and this Reagan. So you found us, huh? You played right into our... Shut up. Ronnie? Let's make this quick. Right. Not even gonna give us a fight, are they? Yeah. These guys are so far below us that it's not even worth a fight. Not even worth an actual fight. Apple mailed me some true. And the cream, spinach, and the German fried potatoes. Apple's out here making me urine so early in the morning. Yeah, right? He's got this whole fancy steakhouse that he's going to be going to again and making it sound like an actual heaven on earth, huh? One thrashing later. So it was the Live family that was after you. These guys are like cockroaches. You two really saved my behind. Say, Ronnie, we're doing a fight like that. These guys are nothing compared to... Huh? Don't start acting all excited, slimeball. What the hell's up with that picture of yours anyway? Thought you could just flash it at me and all would be forgiven? Aaron, calm down. You know, on the way over, I was trying to figure out what was really behind your dad's arrival. But I think I finally landed on the truth. The anniversary of your wife's death was at the end of the last year, right? With me being shut out of Longport, I never had the chance to visit Yufa's grave. And I heard rumors that Aaron, had been doing business in the capital recently. So I figured if I couldn't pay my wishes to her, I could at least go to see the son she left behind. Of course, I say that, but the whole bit about wanting to borrow some mirror was true too. So I've been trying to find a spring lily, like the ones that grow over in the Eroded Cave. Had a hell of a time trying to find a real one, though. Think you'd be willing to place it at her grave for me? Screw you! If you cared about her so much, then why did you do anything when she was still alive? Doesn't matter if the Liu family forced you out. You should have been there for us. And what, is Van gonna hold back his fist? Whatever. No, he just took the flower instead. Now that we've talked, I think I finally understand. Roughing you up's not gonna fix the mess you've made. Van's so proud of himself over here. I'll take care of the flowers for you. Don't think Mom would've wanted to turn it down anyways. Now get out of here, loser. Guess I'll see myself out then. You can leave the Live family's goons to us. Oh, hi, Ashen. What are you guys doing here? How come you never told us that these Lie guys were still lurking around? Well, they pose very little trouble to hay away. Why would we bother? Didn't think they'd be making deals with Leroy, though, of all people. Well, I suppose we have them by their tail now. Might as well root the last of them out. I'm sure the Lee family will take care of them, right? Along with all the extortion schemes they've been running. Indeed. We'll work together to clean up this riffraff. Trust that'll help keep our relationship affable as well. Sheesh, you two make it sound so easy. Does that mean my debt to the Live family is being wiped out? Talk about a lucky break. I'd say you don't deserve it, but I'm sure you have plenty of other debts to pay off. Yeah. And that's correct. There's going to be a fair number of debt collectors on the hunt for him at this very moment. In fact, I believe I heard they started gathering in the capital. You really don't know when to quit, do you? Oh, hell, I suppose that means I should be off. Ronnie, Mr. Spriggan, make sure to take good care of yourselves. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still okay with him, not being around. So Leroy disappeared once more into the unknown, taking great care to cover his tracks behind him. Ashen and Sal left as well to deal with the remaining Live family members. With the others gone, both Van and Aaron decided to take the chance to regroup with their friends. Shit. Either you gotta see all my dirty laundry. Well, it sure took long enough anyways. I'm glad we got it all in the open though. You know, even with all these problems, he's still the man your mother chose to love. You just have to accept that fact that he's your blood. Would you stop acting like you have all the answers? I'll never forgive him for what he put my mom through. But if I just left it at that, I feel like I would have walked away with a lot more regrets. Honestly, I'm sort of glad you talked me into going after him. No, wholesome. What's up, Nazo? Welcome on in. Glad to see you. Thank you for stopping on by. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Somehow, if you managed to save them for dessert, they're all fantastic on their own, but they're all topped with this homemade whipped topping called schlag. Just the schlag on its own is fantastic. That's an interesting name for it. Cat's in the cradle with the silver spoon. This is a very interesting little bonding event, I'll be honest with you. Now, you see, I'm doing good. We're playing some Legend of Heroes, Trails Through Daybreak 2, and we're in the finale chapter, doing some bonding events, doing some activities, a bunch of vibing around, comfy, cozy things. Yeah, how you doing, Nazo? Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and consider that a victory then. You really are growing up. Don't touch me, creep! No, that was a weird bonding event there. Sticking our nose where it doesn't really belong, but it turned out for the best, I suppose. Guess you really did inherit that spirit. Yeah, this little conqueror and all that. I'm so sorry, Ronnie. Wish it would have ended with me. Still, with all those friends of yours, I'm sure you'll do just fine. Not that I have much room to speak. Oh, he had the spirit before Aaron inherited it? That shit's crazy.
Blood isn't everything.
Not bad. Nice.
My connection to him is still important. Yes, I have you to thank for... No, forget it.
Yeah, Aaron? Ah, well, there we go. Another 100 for the Aaron. The Aaron. Oh, Ronnie. Alright, what about the next one? Yeah, let's definitely hang out with Rosette as well. Another one of my main party members, so... if I can boost them up to max, that'd be pretty nice. Then parted ways with his companion for a short while. Met up with Rosette, who was looking around the festival. Ooh, a Mirabelle's here too. A double-decker. Oh, whoa. Doing some peaceful naturalizing in Darktide. Ah, nice, Nazo. Hopefully you're having fun with that. I haven't played Darktide, but God, there's so many games out there. So many games that I want to play and get to. I've been in the mood just to replay a bunch of old games as well, but you know, with Legend of Heroes here, and then like all those new Yakuza games out, like I really want to play those, but also part of me just wants to replay 1000 Year Door for like the millionth time, and yeah, reminiscing the GameCube era of games. Hello, Mr. Arkride. I trust your rounds are going well. Yakuza Hawaii is fun. The Pirate Yakuza? Yeah, that one looks very fun. Or are you talking about the, I forget what it's called. No. Infinite Wealth? Yeah, I think that's the one. But, Infinite Wealth looks pretty cool, too. And the one where the trailer was Ichiban waking up just ass naked on the beach. That's pretty funny. I do love Ichiban as a character. He's such a great character. But, God, I really hope that the next one of his games has better controls, because that turn-based fighting just was... Oh, Yakuza 7, the Like a Dragon. Yeah, it was brutal, man. It was brutal. It took me like 2 whole years to beat the game just because I didn't want to play it. Me is happy? Hell yeah, Leather! We love being happy. Have you been wandering around this festival all by yourself this whole time? You need to get busy and live a little. I have been busy, actually. I'll admit I'm a little surprised to see you here, though. Well, I made a promise with Rosette, you know. Never go back on my promises. I figured it wouldn't be a problem if I popped in for a bit. My partner's out on some other business anyway. Our partner? Haven't spent any time together in like forever, so we're totally gonna try to make the best of today. Suppose it has been a while since we've seen one another. Well, I'm glad to see you two are having fun. Don't want to interrupt your little get-together though, so I'll just see myself out. No, don't be like that. Might as well join us since you're here and all. Well, if you insist. You don't like turn-based? I do like turn-based games. I just did not like the way that Yakuza 7, the Like a Dragon game, I don't like the way that they handled it. I feel like they handled the game very poorly. Like this game right here, Legend of Heroes, it is turn-based, and I really enjoyed this game, but yeah, Like a Dragon was just, Heard 8 fixes a lot of the problems with 7. That's what I've heard as well. What's up, Amy Jess? Welcome in. Glad to see you. Thank you for stopping on by. Hopefully you're doing well today. But yeah, I have heard that as well. I'm really hoping that Infinite Wealth actually is a lot better with the turn-based combat. But it just, yeah. Yakuza Like a Dragon was not one of my games of the year. It was really, really abysmal. But right now I'm playing Ishin, and then I'm going to go to the main race's name. I'll do a one-off of that eventually. And then... what's the next one? Is the next one Infinite Wealth? I don't remember now. There's so many of those Yakuza games out, and it's not just like 1 through number. It's like, yeah, you got Yakuza 0, then 1 through 6, and then you got Judgment, and then I got Lost Judgment as well. That's another one I gotta play. And then there's the Ishin, and then there's Like a Dragon, and yeah, Infinite after Man Who Erased. Okay, so that'd probably be the way that I go about it then. And I don't know. Actually, did Lost Judgment come out before or after the Man Who Erased His Name? Because I think it was Man Who Erased His Name, then Lost Judgment, and then Infinite, and then Pirate Yakuza. I might be wrong about that though. I don't know. Lost Judgment is before Man Who Erased. Okay, so that'll be the next one that I should play then. Okay. So I'm trying to play them in release order, but it's very difficult to keep track of all that stuff. I have played Judgment before. I played Yakuza 0 through 7 and Judgment. And I'm just about to finish off Ishin. I just finished off the bandit camp stuff in Ishin. I was hoping that I was going to get like some really good armor or something from that, but like no. God, I'm still so weak, I feel like. But then again, I also feel like once I go to the main story, it's going to be really easy again. Because, God, those spear users in that bandit camp, that third bandit camp, oh my god. That was... it was not fun. It was not fun. But I'll do one-offs of those games. Like, whenever I get to them, once I inevitably beat Ishin, and then whenever I'm ready to do when I'm ready to start a Man Who Erased His... or, I guess, Lost Judgment. Yeah. So when I'm ready to start the next one, I'll get that. But then again, I might own Man Who Erased His Name for free on PlayStation, whereas Lost Judgment, I might not have that one yet. Because I know that on PlayStation, a lot of them are for free. For free? And so I want to play those ones first before I buy the other ones, because there's also a chance that they would no longer be free after a certain amount of time. So yeah, I might go that route first. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. But fun times, fun times. I'll definitely be doing one-offs of those games whenever I get around to starting to play those. Also, my brain just, like, I don't know why. I've seen Van and in this code for so long now, but I just, like, really, like, locked in on his little, like, pockets, the little chest pockets that he's got there, and it's like, you got little tassels. It looks like little, like, nipple tassels he got there. That's where my brain went. But yeah, might as well join him. Besides, there's no way you don't know all the best stands. I'd have way more fun with you along. I agree. It would be wonderful if you could show us the highlights of your student experience as well. I guess I don't mind butting in for a while. That's more like it. What are we waiting for then? Let's get the show on the road. It's always a pleasure, Van. Damn right it is, Rosette. Oh, whoa. So, Van joined the girls in a foray around the school and enjoyed a look at the bazaar's many wares. Speaking of bazaar, we got that Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar game coming out soon. Can't wait to play that as well. Be doing a one-off of that at some point in time as well. Though Rosette seemed pretty pleased to simply gaze at all the items for sale, Maribel was much more inclined to reach for her mirror. Oh joy, oh joy. I still have never had matcha. The sign behind me says matcha. I'd like to give it a try at some point in time. Although their adventure was brief, the two seemed to thoroughly enjoy themselves. It was so much fun. School festivals in either really take it to a whole nother level, huh? I appreciate you taking your time to enjoy the festival with us, Mr. Arkride. I'm just glad I could be of service. You seemed a lot more interested in the school itself, though. Well, yes, I suppose I was. I may have gone to Sunday school as a little girl, but I've never had much of a chance to experience school life beyond that. Rosette? Did she never go to high school? Yes, I never did get around to asking Rosette about how she ended up this way. Forgive me, I had meant to cast a cloud over our time together. I should have you know I'm actually quite happy spending time with you, and... Hey, yo, me too, Rosette. Nope, it's not gonna cut it. You know, I keep telling you, it's okay to be a little selfish sometimes. What are you doing, Mirabelle? Mirabelle? I got so many people with the same freaking name. Is this some kind of new software? Send over a few instructions to go along with it. Use that to access the garden with Van. With me? What are you planning? Well, let's just say it's one other reason I came out here today. Anyways, I better be heading back to work now. Later, you two! Yeah, not really sure what she was getting at. Yeah, I guess we have some time to kill. Should we go take a look? I don't see why not. Although I'm a bit curious about this program she sent me. Going on a date with the Rosette Twinings. And so using the instructions Mirabelle provided, Rosette and Van booted up the app, leading them into the Mahan Garden. Nerd! Look at this nerd with his glasses on. Nay, isn't this... Oh my god, am I... Oh, that's great. Rosette went for 2 for 2 for peak connection events this game for me. Ah, yeah, I mean, just Rosette in general is always such a joy. Love everything about her. Looks like a recreation of one of Aramis's classrooms. Pretty realistic, too. Can hardly tell the difference. But what's with these glasses in the textbook? And where's Rosette? Mr. Arkride, are you in there? Oh, hey, thought I lost you. If it's alright if I come in. Yeah, of course. You okay? You sound a little timid. Well, it's just... Okay, I'll just let myself in then. I apologize for being so late, Mr. Arkride. No way! Is that really you, Rosette? Yes, it's me. This avatar is a shard body made to simulate what I looked like when I was around 14 years old. You look more or less the exact same, except for... one obvious difference. It appears to be part of a brand new virtual reality system that runs via the Mahan Garden. A 14-year-old Rosette, huh? How did they even pull this off? Actually, I'm assuming this is all Mirabelle's doing. I believe so. She must have been testing this whenever she had downtime at work. To think she'd go out of the trouble to give me this opportunity. Oh, Mirabelle, truly are a handful sometimes. That explains my glasses in the textbook, I guess. You know, I think I mentioned I didn't get the chance to finish school either. Putting me in the teacher role was a little funny, though. Put my own through so much hell. Anyway, I guess we can start class as soon as you pick a desk. If you don't mind having a delinquent for a teacher, that is. Of course not, Mr. Arkride. No. Ben looks so odd with glasses. Yeah, it definitely struck me as like, huh. Alright, sure. This might be my favorite bonding event. It's so wholesome. It's so wholesome so far. But the two began playing their respective roles of teacher and student. Alright, next question. In what year did the Calvardian Revolution take place? 1100. Yeah, I know that because of the quiz that I just failed. Teehee. Nice job, Rosette. Really living up to that class president reputation of yours. So that's the scenario she set up, is it? However, I can't help but think these questions are a bit on the simple side. Would you be opposed to bringing out the more difficult ones, sir? Sounds good to me. How about this one? Although neither of them required to continue the act, they remained in character for a while longer. Like how she's in like the middle row seat as well instead of like the front row. It'd be really fun if she was in the back. Okay, so the answer to this problem is, if I may, sir, seems to be a problem with your equation. Seriously? Man, it's been so long since I had to do math. Let's see. Where does this number go again? Let me show you. When you have, what you want to solve for... Hey, I'm the one who's supposed to be the teacher here. Both Van and Rosette thoroughly enjoyed themselves as they made new school memories. No. Can't help but feel a bit sorry for the other students, really monopolizing all of the teacher's attention. Well, it's my responsibility to make sure all students understand the content, right? Ask me anything and I'll do my best to answer. Okay. With regards to this problem, then. What's up? Oh, it's nothing. To me, in such a small body, he looks even more mature than usual. I wonder if this is how Miss Claudel and the others feel around him. Before they knew it, the bittersweet day of Rosette's fabricated youth had come to an end. There we have it. Ah, guess that's it then. Time sure went by a lot faster than I thought it would. Imagine this whole thing takes a bunch of processing power. Surprised it even lasted this long. Mr. Arkride, I really had a great time together. Yeah, me too. I was really getting into it back then. Like we're gonna have to put an end to it here, though. And after the school day ends, everyone assembles in the courtyard. They'll enjoy their school life, only leaving for home once the sun begins to set. It's a rather essential part of being a student, what they call the springtime of life. Yeah, I never did that. I went straight home after school. Teehee! Thank you for letting me experience even just a little of what this life is like. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. You know, I may be standing at the teacher's podium and all, but I had a lot of fun too. Reminded me of all the good times I've had. Actually, it was kind of hoping we could stay for a little longer. They do say your school years really pass you by. This was a truly unforgettable experience. I may have only been acting the part of a student, but I think I did its part. Or I think it did its part in filling the hole inside of me. Rosette. Suppose I'd been yearning for a chance like this. A longing for normal days. The hope to one day lead a mundane life. Hey, yo, we want to open up a shop somewhere, girl? We can live the rest of our lives in mundanity. Guess I'll never quite know how much I lost because of that day. However, even though I had little choice but to take on this form, the fact remains that I was given a second lease on life. If I hadn't been given that miracle, I would never have met any of you. Not you, Mirabelle, or anyone from Arkride Solutions. That's why I feel blessed to be where I am today. Damn, only 14 and still as mature as ever. Can't say I'm surprised though. You've always been the most sensible one on our team. Thank you. Don't you think it's alright to just be a 14-year-old girl for a little while? Heck, you could probably stand to let your hair down every now and then in the real world too. From everything you've told me, it sounds like you were forced to grow up a lot faster than everyone else. Maybe too fast. And that's why I always assume that she's like 26 years old. You think so? But I want you to know that you don't have to be the responsible one all the time. It's okay to rely on me and the others. Just like it's okay to be over 20 and still be in the springtime of your life. You're true! Or that means having simulated experiences like this, or having fun at a school festival. You should have fun with your life. I mean, relying on each other is part of what makes us all friends, right? Thank you, Mr. Arkride. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. This class certainly did deliver on its educational value. Good. I'll hate to say, but I guess we should wrap this up. Would you do the honors, Rosette? Of course, Mr. Arkride. All rise and bow. Breach, Van, breach! Is that so transcoded it's amazing? I suppose technically speaking, I would definitely give that accolade to Quatre more than Rosette, though, personally. After that, Van and Rosette logged out of the Mahan Garden. Taking the time to thank Mirabelle for the experience, the two met up with the rest of their friends to explore the rest of the festival.
Due to yours and Mirabelle's efforts, I was able to confront the regrets I had buried deep within my heart. If the opportunity ever presents itself, I hope that someday you will allow me to support you in the same way.
Hell yeah, girl, hell yeah. Both are TBH? That's fair. That's fair. I do love Rosette, though. She is definitely the waifu. Of Arkride Solutions, she's the waifu. Of Daybreak in general, it's a real tight race between Rosette and Shizuna. I really like Judith as well, but oh my god, Shizuna. Oh my god. Rosette's like the wife material, whereas Shizuna is the like fun time mistress material. Aye. But you got a chance with either of them. Absolutely. I do love Ren as well, though. But then again, I've always loved Ren, considering she's just such a great character overall. Nadia's been great as well. Totally shipped Swin and Nadia, though. Totally shipped that one. Okay, I got 5 more connection events that I can do. My main squad and my main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know no one. I'm gonna hang out with the Shizuna, actually. Yeah, because that's my main 4. Whenever I do any of the Mon Garden stuff or any fighting in general, it's always Van, Aaron, Rosette, and then Shizuna. So, speaking of 26-year-olds, guess who got caught a 26-year-old? Yeah, it was you. I was there. I saw that. I went to one of Arden's streams and someone was calling you a 26-year-old. And then I was just thinking in my head like, nah, they couldn't be any further off of that. I don't really think that you give off 26-year-old vibes, though, I'll be honest with you. No, I don't think so. Okay, the meeting place is just past here. Got no clue what to expect from this. Practicing with her eyes closed, and sending off little ice waves as well. Hey, what's up, Van? You actually showed. Of course I show up. Unlike Van, I, Sky Accents, quite adore you. Why do you sound so surprised? No, you know, with your track record, Van. I ain't the type to accept an invite and then be a no-show. So, you seemed a little spaced out there for a minute. Something on your mind? No, not really. Just watching you do your thing. Seeing your form with that sword against all those white petals is pretty mesmerizing, I'll admit. Whoa, not often I get a compliment from you of all people. Just call them like I see them. That is very pretty, though. Think they were higher than a kite? Maybe. Never can tell, Leather. Anyways, those are called Lino flowers, right? Heard they bloom in the Empire, too. Trista! Yeah, they're indigenous to the East, but they were taken abroad back in the Middle Ages. Heard there were some growing around here, so I decided to stop by. See them in full bloom is the sight you don't want to miss. You ain't wrong there. Sure is a sight for sore eyes. Definitely isn't a bad place to kick back and pop up with some cold ones. It's actually what's often done at flower viewing parties in the East. It's easy to get swept up in the atmosphere with all this nature around. Cheers to that. So, wanna fight? No! What? Boo. So, wanna fight to the death? Let me think. No! Damn it. Freaking knew this was the reason you called me out here. Why do you want to fight me so bad anyways? What makes you think I'd be a match against a divine blade? Oh, I don't think that at all. You'd be lucky to last 5 seconds against me as you are now. Haha, bite lip emoji. But it's that dark blue Grendel. Nah, there's another story entirely. Okay, I think I see what's going on. Our fight against the Crimson Grendel must have lit a fire in you. Am I wrong? Nope, you hit the nail on the head. From the moment I laid eyes on you, or laid eyes on it, decision to pull my sword out and go to town. And just when I thought my chance had arrived, boom, gone in the flash. I can't contain myself any longer. Guess that means running for the hills is off the table. Not like I could let you go back to Aramis in that state anyways. She's horny for battle! I'm glad you're so quick to understand. Let's hurry up and get started. Sorry, that ain't an option either. Can't go Grendel with my hollow mare isn't around. And she's been sleeping like a baby ever since that Genesee stopped functioning. Well, that sucks. What am I supposed to do now? I'm completely overstimulated. I don't have an opponent who can bear the brunt of my attacks. Don't hit the panic button just yet. Have an idea. Just need a quick change of venue. Going to the Mahan Garden. I think it's the first time we've seen one of those charging stations in a bonding event. Huh, interesting. Mahan Garden. Battlefield with Lino flowers and a full moon. Couldn't ask for a more perfect backdrop for a duel. Burger must have used this area we were in, along with your fighting spirit, as data. Anyhow, I think this should work. Woohoo! Keep in mind, this is just a digital recreation. Been through the transformation enough times now that I can tell the difference. I only just freed this place from the Gardenmaster, so it's kind of like exploiting a bug while things are still destabilized. I don't care about any of that. All that matters now is that I can have my fun. Fair warning, I can also get pretty damn fired up when I'm in this form. I won't be able to pump the brakes now that the engine's going. Poke the bears, so get ready for a beatdown. Oh, I'm more than ready for that. Bring it on! The innuendos in this scene. Taking the initiative was definitely the right call, but I think you were just a little too hasty. Need to give yourself enough room to predict how your opponent might counterattack. Shit, even with all the overpowered freaks I've fought with the Grendel up to now, she has them all beat. The power of the Divine Blades is freaking unreal. Huh? Yeah. And now you're letting your mind wander too much. A moment is all I need to break through your defenses. Erase all thoughts of this fleeting mortal coil. Focus only on the battle before you. Concentrate on me. Concentrate on yourself. Because in this world, none exists except us. Hot. Hot. I know it will satisfy that urge. True, though. I can't keep up with her. It's taking all I have just to fend her off. What's the matter, Van? I've seen you fight opponents with more tenacity than this. That's more like it. It looked like he was bringing out the power of the nightmare that time. Speed and power extraordinary. Looks like he's finally unleashing his inner beast. A beast worthy of the name of Devourer of Nightmares. However, it's going to take more than a mere beast to satiate me. It should have been me! Same Doom, same. Can't keep up with her when I'm relying on my wits and play right into her hands when I act on instinct. Is there really nothing I can do? Wait, I've got it. Both the nightmare and the beast that devours it. What's this? I think some part of me was still trying to hold back. But now, I'm ready to come at you with everything I have. Oh shit, yeah, now he's going all out. Got the Super Saiyan hair. There it is. That's what I was after. The ultimate form hidden inside of you. Suppose I'd better respond in kind then. Oh, true. She's not even boosted up yet. Spirit Unification! It's always so hype seeing that. That looks even more powerful than what we saw in Long Lai. She's been toying with me this whole time. Whatever. Won't let that stop me. What would it say we fight to the bitter end, Grendel? You're on Divine Blade of Silver. Hot. Here, we gotta get food. No worries, Archelius. Oh, system error. Data overload from unknown source has been detected. System processing capacity exceeded. Initiating reboot to restore operating protocols. All users will now be disconnected. What? No, not now. My hand garden eagerly awaits your next visit. God, we're getting blue-balled. We were both about to bust. Oh, back to reality. Oh, we were so close. Just when I finally found new heights to reach. Wanna go again? Nope. Figured. I'm not really in the mood anyway. Shame we couldn't finish our duel, but I guess I'm satisfied for now. Can't remember the last time I got to use Akagarasu to its full potential. Is that the name of your sword or something? Goes by other names too, but I'm really not supposed to go into that. The sheath is made from the weapons of many hardened fighters. Bet I could have spruced it up nicely had I got my hands on the Grendel's armor. Probably would have been hard given that it's made of shards, but heck, knowing you, sure you would have figured out a way to do it. Anyway, had a lot of fun. Thanks a bunch, Van. Sheesh, you really are something else. Well, I'm not exactly what you call a devoted martial artist, but I definitely feel like I caught a glimpse of something new. Maybe it wouldn't be too bad to do this again at some point. Really? Let's go another... Not now! I said at some point. Excellent work, Princess. Same to you, Arkride. Hi, Kargane. Where'd you come from? Hey, looks like you got everything ready for us. Indeed. Just finished setting the table. Enjoy. Oh. Nice. Yeah, since we're here already, why don't we have a few drinks while we take in the view? Sounds peak to me. Holy crap, this is delicious! Did that Kargane guy make all of this? He sure did. Isn't he great? He likes to cook when he isn't brushing up on his ninja skills. Although cooking might actually be part of his ninjutsu training. After all, poisoning food is a tried and true method of assassination. And now I've lost my appetite. Nah, I love poison. Anyway, I don't hear you talk about ninja stuff all that much. It strikes me as weird considering you're from Ikaruga. This may surprise you to hear, but despite me being Ikaruga's second in command and despite learning the Black God One Blade style from my master, I'm not actually a shinobi myself. I've played around with some of the practitioners of the Rogetsu school, but that's about it. I've been meaning to ask you this for a while. Is that master of yours the one they call the Sword Hermit? Yeah, that's right. He just happens to be an old friend of your master's. Of course he is. He was Ikaruga's former chieftain, the Sword Hermit Yunkafai. Ikaruga's former chieftain, though? I did not... That's new info. That's new information. In the West, he's better known as the founder of the 8 Leaves One Blade School. Is that right? So does that mean that the Black God style is similar to the 8 Leaves? They're similar in some ways, but not so much in others. The Dark Blade style of the Black God School has 1,000 years of history behind it. 8 Leaves One Blade is more of a modified Light Blade style that Master himself created using the Black God as a basis. Oh, we're getting some Reen lore here. Both aim to guide their practitioners along the path to enlightenment, but the roads we take and the means we use couldn't be more different. Since I trained under the master himself, I have a pretty good understanding of how the two styles differ. Didn't realize there was so much to it. God, every time I hear anything about Master Yunka Fai, he always sounds like such an impressive old man. And we're going to be meeting him soon. I've been seeing things about him. We're going to be meeting him in Horizon. And I can't freaking wait. Uh-oh, Shizuna moment. Yeah, I know, right? What's up, Lee? Welcome in. Glad to see you. Thank you for stopping on by. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. We're doing some bonding events here in the finale chapter, and you know I gotta go hang out with Shizuna. I like her quite a lot. I didn't realize there was so much to it. Now let me ask a question of my own. You plan to stick with the Kunlun school until you master it? Or will you continue to pursue that hollow style of yours? To be honest, I'm not too interested in doing either. I'm taking what I learned from him and incorporated it all into my own style. I'm not taking a roundabout path, but it's worked for me so far. It's a very you answer. That said, the road you're walking is a thorny one. Instead of following any one school of discipline to the end, you're aiming for variety. You're basically scooping up little bits from all over. And while variety is the spice of life, there are limitations to overcome when trying to approach things from a great perspective. The path you're taking may turn out to be more than you can bear. Well, I can cross that bridge when I get there. Till then, I'm gonna stick to my way of doing things. And that involves helping people through 4 SPGs, like the one you just put out. If the conditions are right, I'll just get out there and do it. I see. Just the kind of person you are, huh? An interesting man, Van. One of these days, I'd like to introduce you to the matron and our chieftain. Hey, yo, introduce me to your family? Oh, whoa! You have to reach the eastern end of the continent, though. No one outside the Black God and 8 Leaf School has ever done that. But here's a first for everything. You might be able to pull it off, assuming you can get a handle on that Grendel form of yours. Why am I getting bad vibes from this? I'm getting exciting vibes from this. Don't worry your spiky little head. You know, I've never bored when I'm around you. I'm always having all sorts of new experiences, like when we nearly attained to new heights a bit ago. Hope you and I can continue being good friends. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Better friends than adversaries. Who said anything about us not being adversaries, too? Yeah, true, that's the best relationship you can get. Both rivals and friends? Hey, yo, peak experience right there. You know, just because you can read my mind doesn't mean you should. After that, the two of them spent a while enjoying the flowers blooming on the trees. And once they were done, they drove back to the city.
We were almost there. Well, there's always next time, I suppose. You're now on the hook for showing me what lies beyond someday. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot more of each other in the future.
Oh, hell yeah. Gotta love her. What's up, Reese? Welcome in. Glad to see you. Thank you for stopping on by. Hopefully you're doing well today. I know you're doing pretty alright. Doing some, you're still doing some streaming of yourself, I believe. Unless you ended early due to something or another. Doing some, oh, what's that game called? It's the, oh god, it's the farming sim game. I can't quite remember what it's called now. Fields of Mystery, that's the one. I'm really interested in playing the game at some point in time, but yeah, it's not fully out yet, and so I'm trying to wait. I'm trying to wait. They probably be married at that point. Yeah, yo, I wouldn't mind marrying Shizuna. Truly. May have some hot takes about Shizuna. True. You may have some hot takes about Shizuna, but it's okay. It's okay. That's fine. There's a lot of characters in these Legend of Heroes games for a reason. You got a type for everyone. But yeah, like Rosette and Shizuna, I would wife either of them immediately. No questions asked. The first chance that I get to wife either of them, I would absolutely wife either of them. Like, could I wife both of them? No, absolutely not. But I could absolutely wife at least one of them, given the opportunity. All right, now that we got that all done, though. You got, yeah, 4. So yeah, we need to do 4 of these. We're gonna do 5 of these, and the other 4 we're gonna be actually keeping. I got 9 of these left. So, which ones do I want to see, and which ones do I want to actually? I should probably keep this one, Substitutes Challenge. Yeah, because Naughty is also one that I keep in my main party, but that's mostly just for the active combats. But then again, this one's pretty useful as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this one. But I do like Judith and Rosette the most, I think. I do like Judith a lot as well. Judith is also very, very fun of a character. Peak. But, I don't know. Something about Rosette and Shizuna they just hit even better for me. I do like Judith, though. I do quite like her. I reached out to Swin and Naughty, who had asked him to meet at the Arkride Solutions office. Yippee! Hi. Well met, Van Arkride, Spriggan extraordinaire. To commemorate our final days in thy glorious capital, we do hereby challenge thee to a duel over the title of True Spriggan. I love how everyone like looks at Naughty and they're like, alright, Swin, explain. Naughty goes off on some shit and then it's just like, yep, translation, please, Swin, help. Actually, she pretty much covered it. Come on, play along. This could be our last chance. Here we go. Alright, I'll bite. So, explain this duel over the title of True Spriggan business. Yeah, that part was just her being dramatic. Remember when you made us substitute Spriggans right after we came to Edith? It's been a wild ride since then, and I mean wild. Now here we are with everything we asked for, and more. We don't want to set a bad example for Lapis or our boss by taking advantage of your hospitality, though. So we felt the need to prove ourselves, and who better to do that against than you, Van? Spriggan stuff's pretty close to our usual work already, so a 4SPG showdown seemed like a good way to settle things. And if we should vanquish thee, perchance we could lay claim to thy reputation as well. Oh, Nadia is such a fun character. The dynamic is great, yeah. Swin and Nadia just... yeah, you can tell that they've been around each other for a very long time. I ship it. I heavily ship it. Don't push your luck, but I get where you're coming from. You two deserve a little something for picking up the slack around here. I'll just treat this like a special 4SPG for my stand-ins. Just don't cry foul when I go full throttle. No better parting gift than showing you what a Spriggan's really made of. We couldn't ask for more. Now you're talking. From there, Van and his connections used to get in touch with any collaborators of his who had time to spare. They then put together a limited time, half-price discount promotion to bring in more 4SPGs than ever before. When did they get a bike? Where did that bike come from? I don't remember it. No, that's adorable, though. Back to the bulletin boards in every district ought to have requests from corner to corner by now. Whoever closes out the most of them within the time limit is the winner. You guys all set to go? Ready when you are. Really casting a wide net, though, huh? I know this was our suggestion, but we're in for a lot more SPGs than we bargained for. You say that, but I had to trim the list quite a bit to get it down to just the suitable ones. I was already looking for a good excuse to get the finickier ones over with, so this worked out great. Yeah, imagine what a buzzkill it'd be to get an emergency call in the middle of tonight's live performance. Well, alright. Hope you don't mind if we bring the heat then. You're on. No backing out now. Let the 4SPG showdown commence. And so, Van, Swin, and Nadia's duel began. I don't remember either Van nor Swin and Nadia having a bike, so it's interesting. Also, technically it's a 2v1 right now, but oh well. It's coming your way, S. Roger that. Meow. Tilde. There. Gonna be just fine. Booyah! Score 1 for the Dream Team. Goodness, what an impressive display. My sweet little Anna. Thank you so much for catching her. Oh my god, Anna Delna? Holy shit. How about that? Are you really this cat's owner? You were a few syllables up from her name on the collar just now. And rumor has it that shady catnapper has been snatching up purebreds to put on the market. That's, Oh, and Angela, thank goodness you're alright. There we go. Even found a catnapper. Cruel and unusual. So now the mansion I'm employed at has a massive rat infestation, and it's all my fault. If I don't do something about it, they'll fire me for sure. Can I count on you to handle this discreetly? Someone was right. Two of them are likely to match made in heaven. Mind hanging around just a tick? Solution of your problem could be along in just a minute. Excuse me, but are you this friggin' I keep hearing about? Could really use your expertise. All the laboratory rats at the medical research facility I work at were inadvertently terminated. Is there any chance you could set us up with a large quantity of them in short order? Did you say rats? Rats? Hey, another Anna reference. Crazy. Huh? 2 for 1. Getting a mountain of requests in has its perks sometimes. Truly, though. Yes? Those scars might have anything to do with the package we picked up a minute ago. Shoot, being tailed. I'll shake them off. Hang on tight, Nadia. Aye, look at her blushing. She's couldn't be happier. Could not be happier at all. Somebody save me! Pipe down. Ain't looking to start anything. At least not if you clean out your blackmail data and hand it over. Had a good run up till now. Coasted on the backs of others. Say it's about time for the piper to get paid. Alright, just take it. Ooh, flash drive. That settles that. Now on to a separate request. This one involves getting tit for tat over the living hell you put your victims through. Oh, please! One request to beat them up, one request just to get the data. Running around here to ambush that crooked businessman isn't going as well as I hoped. Maybe he caught on and switched routes. Can recalculate his path, but we're kinda short on time. And what's this? Don't tell me we're all working the same request. Oh, hi Van. Guess we overlapped on this one. Well, ain't that a kick in the head. You two already got the jump on me. Not even the golden tip-off Ramadi can make up for that. I have to just shift over to something else. Ah, well, keep up the good work out there. But Marty, this is forming over in Riverside. Might as well head over and take the freebie. Soon afterward, the alarm on everyone's Zepho went off, signaling that the time limit for the showdown was up. They then returned to the office to report their respective results. So the final tally is 11 4SPGs for me and 12 for you. Victory's yours. Damn, some professional I am. What's wrong? Don't look like the faces of winners to me. Oh, it's because this whole thing was rigged. I'm with her on that. The informant you clued us in on was the only reason we were able to close that last request. Can't really say that point was earned fair and square. Say, I'm the one who slipped up giving you a hint. Should be proud for not letting it pass you by. From where I'm standing, who solved what doesn't really matter, as long as you stick to this friggin' way. Matter of fact, you did me a solid divvying up the workload, so thanks for that. He got us hook, line, and sinker. Yeah, we may have won the battle, but we lost the war the second we suggested dueling over 4 SVGs. Now fuck's this good, Van. Yeah, you guys got so uptight over the weirdest things. Yeah, for all the areas we fall short in, we still managed to prove ourselves pretty decently. Yep, I'd say so. Actually, you never fully explained what it is you were trying to prove. Mind filling me in? Like we said, these last several months have been just one freak incident after another. Running into old colleagues from the gardens on Nemeth, seeing what looked like my brother back from the dead, and even that's got nothing to do with what went down with LP and S. Everything worked out in the end, but it left us with some heavy questions to chew on. We started to wonder, would we never escape our pasts, or were we doomed to spend the rest of our days in darkness? I see. That's what all this boils down to. I wanted to prove that if we worked hard enough, we could enjoy our lives in a way that sat right with us. Just like you do, Van. Like me. Not that most people would call your way of life a respectable one. Don't I know it. I hear Elaine offered you a place at the guild, though. Why not take her up on it? I work myself into the ground all year round. I got lazing and loafing quota to keep. Call me crazy, but I don't think her line of work is in our wheelhouse anyways. That aside, there was one other thing we wanted to prove. To ourselves? No, to you, Van. We wanted to show how much we've grown over the past 2 years. You had to help us out with just about everything back then. But now, other people can lay it on us for a change, don't you think? Yeah, you two have come leaps and bounds, no doubt about it. Even if your past tries to haunt you again, I know you'll put it back in its place as many times as it takes. You got the freedom to make whatever you want of your lives. This old town Spriggan will vouch for that any day of the week. I know we're not leaving just yet, but I can tell we won't be leaving any regrets behind. And the next time we meet up, we're gonna be thrice as impressive as we are now. Yeah? Can hardly wait already. Aww. That was nice.
We might be hanging up our substitute Spriggan hats, but we'll never, ever forget the time we spent with you, Aggie, and everyone else.
I can't promise we'll always be available, but if you're ever in a bind, hit us up. Next time, we'll be the ones handling a 4 SPG of yours.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, what do we got left now? Should probably save after all that, though. We got 3 more of these things to go through. Yeah. Hit that save. Hit that save. And now... what's the next one we want to do? Usually all the ones we got left. Should probably do the ones that I'm not going to save now, and then... yeah, I can do like 3 of them that I'm not going to do, then do 2 more that I'm not going to do, and then load and do the 3 that I'm going to keep. Probably going to do Judith. Going with Elaine. I'm thinking Judith, Elaine, and Ren, because I do use Ren a fair bit. Elaine is with me. Yeah, she's a fair bit in the party, and Judith is as well. I think that's my usual grouping. That's my usual, like, team. And then we can just hang out with everybody else. So, yeah, Judith, Ren, and Elaine. But so if we're gonna do that, then we should just go and do some of these other ones. So yeah, let's see what Yume's bicycle, what this one's all about. Let's just take a little look, see at what this one's gonna be. And for the rest of his friends, festival will be setting out for Center Marsh. Alright, let's get this done and dusted. Ben, where you going? Oh, hey there, Yumes. Just running a few errands is all. I won't be long, so just hang back and enjoy the festival, alright? Oh, let me guess. My bicycle finally came. Spot on. Grimms gave me a call. I was about to go pick it up and deliver it to Montmartre. Now you have something to look forward to when you get home. I want to go too! I knew she'd say that. So much for this being a quick and dirty solo job. Fine, fine. Now you've been counting down the minutes for this. What do you say we pit our wheels against each other and see which is better? Definitely mine. Yours is number 2. I hear ya. Come on then, let's get going. Edith's daughter! So precious. And so the pair hopped into Van's pickup truck and headed for the Center Marsh. Once there, they paid a visit to Yazan's hardware store where the order for the bike had been placed. Starting off with a bicycle though, huh? Not a tricycle? Or does it actually have those other wheels? Whoa, this is my new bike? Sure is. Looks pretty neat. Mom's got good taste. No, yeah, it's just a bicycle. Not a tricycle as well. You made the actual best character, truly. Edith's daughter right there. But as much as I hate to break it to you, my ride still wins in the coolness department. Silly old Van. Mine's way cuter. Nah, as long as she likes it, that's what matters. Ready for me to load it into the truck? Yeah, if you don't mind. I'm gonna be hauling this thing straight back to Old Town. Alrighty. Don't tell me. You're itching to ride it now? Everyone's waiting for you at the academy, kiddo. You think we ought to hurry back? Well, I do want to play more with Fairy and them. I also want to try it out a teensy bit. I figured as much. How to handle this? Safest way would be to take her over to the Memorial Park. But her Grimms has been keen on showing her the ropes. It'd cut in on that. It's okay, Van. Sorry for being bratty about it. I'll just have to wait till the next time someone's free and the festival's over. Oh, say no more, Yume. Let's head over to the Memorial Park and take it for a spin. You really mean it? Oh man, I'll flay my hide anyways if I bring her back to Montmartre all down in the mouth. Just promise me that you only give it a test run. Deal? Yay! I promise! Go ahead and load into the pickup then. His bicycle was secure in the back of Van's truck. He and Yume headed for the Dirk Memorial Park. No sooner did they arrive than the practice began. Yume. Real though. I finally get to ride my own bike. I'll be here to hold you upright, so just focus on pushing the pedals. Keep the handlebars straight, okay? Just take it slow. You'll be fine. Okie dokie. Van, are you still there? Yeah, doing great, kiddo. Want me to let go for a bit? Yeah, do it. It's so wobbly. That's the way. Keep going just like... Ooh. Oh, jeez. I fell off. You alright? Sorry, I should have known it was too early to turn you loose. No, it's okay. I almost got the hang of it. Also, it would not be easy to ride a bicycle with a dress like that. I'm gonna try again. Well, watch me, okay, Van? Yeah, shoot. No stopping her now. To bring her back all scuffed up tonight, be sure special would be my head on the platter. Maybe I should give the champ a call and have him and Paulette pick her up. And so Yumi did her best to pedal on her own under Van's supervision. However... No. I can do this. Yeah, that's about right. You okay? Yeah, no biggie. My bike's not gonna beat me. Listen, Yumes, why don't we stop here for now? You got your knees covered in scrapes and your clothes are covered in dirt. Wouldn't want to get your mom and Gramps all worked up. No dice, huh? You're a tough cookie, Yumes. Most kids your age would have burst out in tears by now. You're allowed to cry if you need to, you know? Nope, not gonna. I have to be tough and hold it in, like you, Van. Like me? You smile for me, even when it hurts. It was a long time ago, but I still remember. Oh. What? What event? Around 3 years prior. It's a very long flashback. Damn it all! There's a request I took on back when I just climbed out of the rookie stages of my career. Grew too comfortable with the work, and as a result I slipped up and my client got seriously injured. Any trust we built up was shattered, and they made their well-deserved spite for me loud and clear. Just barely grazed by a worst-case scenario. Client's lucky to still be alive. These guys were good, recorded and in the heat of the moment. Made the wrong call. You trying to fool. Quit making excuses for yourself. You got sloppy. You thought, oh, this would be a cinch. Let your ego take the wheel. What the hell am I even doing? What am I doing this for? Ban? Ban? Yumes? What's wrong, Ban? It's nothing. That's right. No sense moping. Setbacks like this could happen again any number of times down the road. Remember why you decided to do this in the first place. As long as you never forget, everything will work out. Huh? Look how we got the POV from Yume's perspective. Just because they didn't want to make it like a 5-year-old Yume. Hey now, why the long face? You want uppies? Uppies? You look like you were hurting way more than I was now. But instead of crying, you picked me up like always. So, whenever I feel myself getting sniffly, I try to be strong the way you would. Because that's what family does for each other. There she goes again. This time I'm gonna stay on for sure. Keep watching, Ban. Don't worry, kiddo. I will. Would have been 3, I think. Oh, so she's only 6 years old right now? She looks like she's like an 8 years old. Age is weird in anime. Hard to believe her memory goes that far back. At the time, I've been busting my ass like a man possessed and faking a brave front out of pride. Little did I know there was someone watching out for me all the while. Family, huh? Ban, look! Look! Am I doing it right? I think I am. Yeah, you got it down pat, Yumes. Wow, Yume, that's amazing. Ah, he actually came. Of course we did. As if we let you steal this moment away from us. Mommy! Maxim! Look at me go! I couldn't be prouder, sweetie. That was so nice of Van to teach you. Just make sure to keep those eyes forward. Always makes you wonder if driving skills are inherited. Don't get too full of yourself there, Buster. You're such a kidder, Dad. I mean Victor. Who's getting full of themselves? Not me! No, sir! Oh dear. Still got a long road ahead of us. Grandpa, I can ride a bike now. Hey, you see me? I certainly did, sweetheart. You give your granddad a real run for his money. Nee, I learned it all from Van. Oh. Hear me out for a second. I've never seen that expression on Victor's face before. God, he is devastated. Oh, he's still great. Yeah, Victor's great. She's 6 in Daybreak 1 and 2? Naruhodo. So yeah, damn, she remembers something from when she was 3 years old. I have like one memory of being like 3 years old, and I have like 2 or 3 memories from when I was like 4, and then like around 5 is when I start to like actively remember things. Victor Space sends me. It's pretty great, it's pretty great. Never before have we seen so much emotion in the old man. She's still gonna need to practice on city roads, right? You can have exclusive dibs on that. You traitorous, troublemaking tenant! I want to teach you from square one! You're gonna pay for those script knees and dirty clothes to the tune of 50 times your rent! No good deed goes unpunished. Wait, 50 times? That's criminal! Settle down, Dad. Though it's true that he's been monopolizing her for a bit. Next time we can make it a family outing. Right, Van? What can I say? Y'all caught me outnumbered on this one. So awesome. With that, Van, Maxim, and the Montmartre household returned to the city. After dropping the bike off at Montmartre, they took Yume back to Aramis to enjoy the rest of the festival.
Thanks for always playing with me, Van. If you're ever feeling sad because of work, just let me know, and I'll give you a nice pat on the head.
No.
Then you'll feel all better.
All better. That's wholesome. Alright, let's go and look at 2 more of these that we're not going to keep. As wholesome as it is, not going to keep that one. We could do, I guess we'll start from the bottom. So I want to keep Ren, so it would be Renee. Yeah. Let's see what's up with Kincaid. So I remember things when I was like 1. A few key memories from that time. Now if only I could remember 5 minutes ago. True. No, I don't remember anything from like 1. Like I remember, like at like 3 years old, there was like 1 event that happened. I remember like at 4 years old, I remember like we moved, and so like I definitely remember that, and like a couple of things about like moving to the new house and stuff like that. And then at like 5, it's like okay, I started school, and so I kind of started remembering things from there. But yeah, 2, 1 months old, yeah, I don't remember none of that stuff. Not at all. You trying to bail, huh, Renee? Renee. Now, listen, this is a familiar scene. Reminds me of our days in school. Though, as you recall it, you would always land in trouble with Mr. Powell for cutting classes. And you always played things by the book. On the surface, anyways. As long as your student council work was neat as a pin, you could slack up with no one was the wiser. Naturally, moderation and discretion are key when it comes to flouting the rules. Well, waiting for an explanation on why Mr. Ex-Student Council Prez is skipping out on his alma mater school festival. Play your cards wrong and I just might tag along. Ever the busybody, aren't we? Still, perhaps this is for the better. Come with me, I'll give you a ride. Fancy. A top-of-the-line Etwa sports car? When the hell did you snag this beaut? This is on the more modest end, really. Now go on, take a seat. I'm gonna see how comfy this thing is, no matter how much it kills me inside. What a sentence that was. So, this is the place. Blue score. Guess I should have seen it coming. Why, some artists you like putting on a show? Oh, I'm not in the audience today. My musical peers and I had promised to meet here. We booked a short window of time for an impromptu session, you see. That's so. Yes, but as luck would have it, all of them are now otherwise engaged. This happens from time to time, so I intended to drop by and cancel our reservation. But that was before I had you accompanying me. You still remember how to play the guitar? Yeah, even though I haven't really played guitar in a hot minute. Haha. Last time I did was back at Aramis, and even then I only plucked around a bit while helping out with the club stuff. No way I'll be anywhere near as good as the request of your circle. Oh, I don't expect you to be. Come along, if you insist. It's been a second since I played any of my guitars as well. I've been very busy lately. Van borrowed an instrument from the concert hall. He and Kincaid then decided to jam out on the empty audience for a bit. Kincaid on bass. Damn, we got a pro here. Never let yourself get rusty, Renee? And you're keeping up well for being so out of practice. Maybe we could even include you in one of our concerts. Hold up, actually played for a crowd before? Don't get distracted. We're moving straight into the next song. Got it. So, you met some other musicians on the Orbital Net. Yes, we started out by meeting up offline to share in our mutual love of music. Our group gets along famously, despite coming from different walks of life and spanning a wide range of ages. Each of us does what we can to carve out a little space in our busy lives to gather, chat, and play whatever comes to mind. It makes for a nice occasional reprieve. So you get to just do your thing, no strings attached. Sounds right up my alley. Can't say I ever pictured you getting yourself into a friend group like that, though. Guess even after all these years, there's still a lot I don't know about you. Is it really so strange? I like to think that I make a strong effort to maintain my social life. Besides, one should never judge a book by its cover. You, Elaine, and myself all have sides to ourselves that we keep from one another. And that was as true then as it is now. Well, yeah, I ain't trying to say otherwise. But even apart from that, for whatever reason, I've always had a hard time imagining what you're like outside of work. It's as if you've always got this wall around you, Renee. It's the best way I can put it. The girl I've been seeing told me the same thing recently. Hey, yo! Just another occupational hazard, I suppose. You haven't gotten into my case for not calling you Kincaid, even once today. That ain't the only way you haven't been yourself either. Take a reservation for this place. Normally you just cancel it and go about your business. What, did something happen between you and your lady? Wait, seriously? Let's have joking there. I never had much opportunity to see her this year. Tight schedules are a given considering my role as presidential aide, but that isn't much of an excuse. She said she could never tell what was going through my head. That's rough, buddy. Let me guess, she was supposed to come to your jam session today. Yes, I had planned to introduce her to my fellow musicians. In a sense, the fact that they had other commitments is a blessing in disguise. Our split was mutual, if that's any consolation. Many relationships just aren't meant to last. And that said, I almost wish she had slapped me, even once. Why so silent all of a sudden? Did my point about ill-fated relationships hit a little too close to home? Jackass. Don't try to play it off by dissing me. Anyways, break's over. Let's bring the house down. And we do something that goes extra hard next. Like the punk rock stuff we used to try back in high school. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, the song we're considering for the festival doesn't exactly feel appropriate at our current age. Since when? Your birthdays ain't gonna change who we are inside. You're both younger than I am. Please, please stop. Or are you scared my guitar's gonna upstage your bass? My brush strumming technique was pretty sick. Never called it a bad idea. Count me in. You know, I like Renee more now. So the two of them resumed their jam session. Music, however, was much more intense than they played before the break. Despite the occasional bungled phrase, they continued playing to their heart's content. I might have gone a bit overboard there. Fingers are starting to feel like shredded meat. So quick to complain. Could learn a thing or two from my group mates. We have a member who, with more zeal and advanced age than most youths, another in a managerial position at a major corporation, and so forth. Pretty impressive. Almost makes it sound like you're networking on the side. Haven't a clue what you mean. Nevertheless, my spirits do feel lighter now. Glad to hear it. Ever want to jam again, just say the word, and I'll be there. I know venting ain't really your thing, but I don't mind lending an ear when you need it. Doesn't matter if you're the oldest in our group. Don't forget that you got people in your corner, me and Elaine included. Besides, knowing you, it won't be long before you meet a new catch. But hey, you need help fishing around? I'm only a 4 SVG away. Something funny about that? No, I was laughing at my own immaturity. Especially if my dishonorary little brother is trying to console me. Never thought I'd see the day. You truly have grown, Van. There you go. Treat me like a little kid again. But hey, if you do meet someone new, maybe introduce it to us all this time. Alright, Renee? That's Kincaid to you. And how are you and Elaine faring? Unless you've been making progress with a certain young lady in your employ? Hell, I have. We always gotta turn things around on me. Oh, boy. Who got prego? No one got prego yet. Except for me, unfortunately. Except for me. Bump, bump, bump. And so, the pair left the concert hall. They then rode back in Kincaid's car to reunite with their companions, bickering all the way as old friends often do.
Now you're the one comforting me. Ooh, how the script has been flipped. I suppose that's proof of how much you've grown. Anyhow, we should do this again sometime. We can even drag Elaine along.
Aw. I actually really like Renee a lot more after seeing that bonding event. That was actually really wholesome. That was actually really wholesome. Okay, now I want to do those three, so yeah. You can hang out with Katra. Or actually, we can just do... Yeah, we can just load it right now. Doesn't really matter if we load now or later. May as well just load now, though, considering it's just a straight shot down. So, yeah, we'll load this one. And then we will do Agnes, Fairy, and Katra. And then we'll go and do the last three. So, this one. Yeah, start with Agnes. Like that one too? Give him a nice human moment? Truly. Yeah, Kincaid's always been kind of this standoff fellow. Like, he's friends with Van, but I'd never really trusted him all that much. But that moment right there was like, aw, okay, you know what? I like that. An interesting character. Also has the best S-craft. I still haven't used it. Van parted ways with his companion for a short while. Tririon Tower to meet up with Agnes. Van, Agnes, a pleasure to see you again. Good day, Professor Hamilton. Yeah, it's been, what, 2.5 weeks now? I apologize for calling you over here, what, with the school festival keeping you occupied, but I felt it was important that I return this to you, Agnes. So without further ado, here you are. Thank you, Professor. Pretty much done all the probing you can so far on why the Genesis stopped working, alright? Any developments we should know about? No, sadly, not even after using my connections at the Institute to run it through every instrument at our disposal. I failed to glean any new facts, let alone the root cause behind the inexplicable phenomenon we've observed so far. Nevertheless, I'm of a mind to continue the investigation. Sorry to put you through so much trouble, but we'd really appreciate it if we could. There are so many things that we have yet to understand, but we need to do so in order to prepare for what lies ahead. I can see much of your forebears in you. Clearly, Professor Epstein's spirit lives on, as does Lilia's. Lilia. It's Agnes's grandma, right? Yes, though I never got the chance to meet her myself. According to my great-grandfather's notes, she used to go to and from the laboratory all the time. Indeed, I believe Lilia was around 10 years old back then. She was so strong of heart, smart as a whip, and compassionate to boot. Oftentimes she would make tea for her father and us disciples. On occasion, her spontaneous comments would even lead to a breakthrough in our research. The girl certainly did wonders for our motivation. Sounds like a lot of how Yume is for us. You may be right there. Thank you for sharing, Professor. It is a joy to hear. My grandmother had already passed away when I was born, you see, so I never knew her all that well. Though my mother told me she was a kind and dauntless woman who raised her single-handedly. I see. The description fits Ilia to a T. All in all, however, neither I nor the disciples can tell you very much about her. That's due in particular to the way she vanished right after the professor's death, leaving only a note behind. For real? Heard a bit about this. Half of my grandmother's life is completely unaccounted for. At the time, the guild was still in its infancy. When they failed to find her, the search was called off. So imagine my shock when I first met you, her granddaughter, Basil. In any case, you already know Quatre is like family to me, so don't ever feel as though you have to be a stranger, dear. It goes for you as well, Van. Even if it has nothing to do with the Genesis, you're welcome to reach out in times of need. Appreciate it. Might even happen sooner than we think. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help you too, Professor. Also, we'd love to have you at this year's school festival if you'd be willing. It's shaping up to be a spectacular event, thanks in part to Cattre's contribution. Blah, 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 blah. Cattre's contribution. Yes, Esmeralda's been telling me all about it. I'm trying my best to make time for a visit. Sometimes the words just don't come out. God damn! I only picked up on the Genesis. Ready to head back to the Academy? About that. It's not as if we're in any hurry. Do you suppose we could stick around for just a little while longer? To tell you the truth, I've actually been wanting to come here with you at some point. Oh, yeah? Now that you bring it up, I guess this is the first time we've been up here together. I don't think it has been, actually. For an event, sure, but I've been up here just because why not? It's pretty packed back at the festival anyway, so I could use some time away from the crowds. No harm in hanging back and taking a look around. Great! Thanks, Van! Ooh la la. You can always use it in the garden. True, you can always use it in the garden, but considering I don't have Kincaid with me most of the time, I haven't really leveled him up that much. But yeah, I could always use it in the garden. But Savannah and Agnes enjoyed a leisurely stroll along the observation deck. They then decided to take in the city sights from one of the telescopes. Let's see, if I turned over in this direction... Oh. Old town spotted. Pointed right at the office and Montmartre. Seriously? Got sights for soldier round, and that's the first place you pick? No, it's important to me. I always look there whenever I do this. Even on my days off from work, I worry about whether you're eating a balanced diet or not. What are you, my nosy sister-in-law? Good luck keeping a food diary on me from way up here. Let's look over there next. Is it going to be Aramis? Oh no, it's the Center Marsh. It's lively as ever today. No matter how much they modernize the rest of the city, this slice of it never seems to change. You a long-time customer or something? Thought your house was over in the 10th district. Well, really, my mother would only take me shopping there every so often when I was little. But there are other occasions, such as birthdays, holidays, or the rare times where my father made space in his busy schedule to come home early. The two of us would poke our heads into one stall after another, deliberating over what to eat. We used to have so much fun back then. It warms your heart to think about it. And there's Dirk Memorial Park. My father used to drive me here as a child so we could take Alphonse for a walk. Oh, your pet dog? Met him at the end of last year when I dropped you off that one time, right? Yeah. Second I petted the guy, he started clanging and roughhousing like no tomorrow. Always thought I'd never shake myself free. He's usually so quiet around anyone outside our family, too. Guess he took a special liking to you. And you're free to stop by and keep him company if you'd like. What, and just stroll right into the president's house? I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. And there's Aramis Academy, over in the Auburn district. Now you can kind of see now that 1209 underneath of the Aramis School Festival over there. It took me way too long to figure out that was 1209, not just Pog. If the festival's that busy on the first day, you better be swamped all the way to the last. Oh, I'll make it through somehow. What's up? Don't laugh, but I was just thinking, wow, I'm actually a student here. Even now, it still hits me. I suppose it's because this is where my mother and father first met. It's news to me. The story goes that my grandmother was working the student's store at the time. Being a single parent, she got permission to bring her daughter, Sophie, my mother, to work with her. My father only had just enrolled at the academy when they first got acquainted. From there, he wound up becoming a family friend of sorts. Almost sounds like it was fated to be, though I'm guessing there was a bit of an age gap there, huh? Yes, 8 years to be exact. It wasn't long after they met that they became almost like siblings. But as they grew up alongside one another, their shared feelings slowly blossomed into love. Then, one day, they came here to the observation deck, where my father finally proposed to her. That's so. Almost poetic considering that your great-granddad was the one who designed this town to begin with. I guess that must make it a pretty special to you. Yes, in a way it symbolizes the bond between the two sides of my family, the Claudels and the Grandharts. Shortly after I came along, my father's political career took off. He became busy while I began feeling lonely. So my parents made an effort to clear out their schedules and bring me to Treon Tower. Oh my god, that's so wholesome. Oh my god, look at how cute this is. My mother talked about all sorts of things while we were here. Told me about life with my grandmother, the way she met my father, about how the three of them would often visit the tower, about the irreplaceable moments she and my father created together, about the guilt he felt over missing my birth due to his military duties, about how overjoyed he was when he first held me in his arms, and how elated she was when she finally proposed. After all the while, my father would have a faint, uncharacteristic blush on his face. Admittedly, a lot of the things she said were too difficult for me to understand at that age, but I always loved seeing her smile spread from cheek to cheek every new tale she recounted about my father and grandmother. It's not quite the same as my great-grandfather's diaries, but hearing their stories about my family meant so much to me. It gave me hope that someday I'd meet my own special someone and get a chance to share this place with them, too. And yes. Over dramatic, I know. No need to take it too seriously. No, it's a nice sentiment. I'm almost jealous. This tower basically ties your family together, even the grandmother you never met in person. My thoughts exactly. Regardless of the circumstances, my mother and father crossed paths, fell in love, and had me. This place is always here as a reminder to put my faith in the bonds that connect us as a family. It's the thing I truly love about it. But ever since I started helping you with your Spriggan work, it's taken on another meaning. You, me, and the others have been all over Edith, solving 4 SPG after 4 SPG. And now, looking over the city here fills me with pride over everything we've accomplished. I think about the many times my family took in this same view, and how I'm striving to protect it with my own 2 hands. I'm just so glad I joined Arkride Solutions. That's why I wanted to give you credit where it's due, and not just when it comes to gathering all of the Genesees. Thank you, Van, for everything. It's because you helped me grow as a person that I'm able to feel this way, and that's worth the world to me. Come on now, haven't we been over this? Any growth you've made is your own doing. You're the one who leapt into my line of business and took whatever you could from the experience. You were tenacious, like nothing else, sticking to your guns until you got what you were after. Honestly, I never could have imagined how far you'd go. When I up and vanished last year, you came after me without a moment's hesitation. And as if that wasn't enough, you rose up against a being capable of rocking the world to its core, and gave him a piece of your mind. We're talking to Van, not you! I don't care about you in the slightest, so get out of our sight and return Van to us at once! Said to a demon lord. I don't think it's a stretch to say that if nothing else, your strength has pulled me through my fair share of scrapes. So much so that I went from nearly giving up on myself to holding on, no matter what. Point is, you're dead wrong if you think your gratitude is a one-way street. Van... Like I said before, me taking your request to find the Genesees came with a special condition. So I'm counting you to hold up your end of the bargain as my assistant. Yes, sir. Happy to be of service as always, Van. After that, Van and Anya decided to leave the tower behind and head back to the rest of their friends. Bum bum, doki doki. I wonder if he realized what I was hinting at. Van's 25 now, so I know we're a bit far apart. But my parents had the same 8-year gap between them that we do. Of course, I still have a long way to go before I can measure up to him. It's only a matter of time, though. I'm sure of it. Yes? You coming or what? Be right there. Ooh boy. Ooh boy.
I want to make the most of everything you and the others have taught me. So I'm going to keep working hard. And while I do that, I hope I can stay by your side. I know I'm still inexperienced, but I'm looking forward to whatever comes next.
That's so wholesome. And a little eye racing. Hey, yo. Alright, so next up, we've got, Fairy. Fairy in the Katra. Oh, stretching. Van parted ways with his companion for a short while. He then caught up to Fairy to ask about the mission she was about to set out for. Long story short, I'm concerned for you. You sure you can handle whatever job it is the crew are sending you on? Sorry to worry you so much, Van. I was actually waffling on whether... Waffling? Okay. Whether or not to tell you, but I guess this kind of makes a choice for me. Here, this is my assignment. Don't think I recognize him. He looks like so many other basic NPCs that I've seen over my time. His name is Davin, a bad actor known for being a criminal consultant. He helps crooks draft out schemes in exchange for a mirror, leaving no trails in the process. Sounds pretty similar to the Oathbreaker's shady practices. Yeah, I think this guy is way lower on the food chain than him, though. A few weeks ago, he fed information to the Kruga and made a request of them. The task was to subdue a twisted group of brokers from the west half of Sumeria who kidnapped and trafficked war orphans. No self-respecting warrior could ignore info like that, assuming it was true. Anyways, I get your meaning. It's all just a ruse, huh? When Abi arrived with his men and scoped out the area, the targets were the complete opposite of what they expected. It was actually a group of NGO personnel providing support and shelter to war orphans. Around the same time, they learned what Davin's real goal was, to make a business of training and selling off child soldiers. Ah, just like you then. So he wanted to manipulate your tribe into getting rid of an organization that was posing a threat to his enterprise. Gutsy move. Takes a real pair of brass ones to try and screw with the Kruga of Alcor. My people strictly prohibit the killing of unarmed civilians, even in combat zones. Abusing our pride as warriors and pitting us against our vows is a deed worth 1,000 deaths. They left the responsibility of sorting out the issue on my shoulders. Sorting out, huh? That's one way to spin it. Let me guess, this has something to do with you coming of age on your last birthday. Oh, you knew about that? Yeah, we Kruga are treated as adults from 14 onward. I looked into some of your people's traditions while training under your brother. I also know about all adult warriors have to go through a rite of passage. They do. It's probably why this mission is supposed to be. I guess it's finally time for me to grab the knife you held in my place way back when. Whenever Van stabbed Ida. Frida. You really don't need to worry. Abi gave me all the intel I need on the target. Wouldn't want to keep you from enjoying the festival. Why do I keep double tapping the button? A little too late for that. This doesn't have any of the same overtones as what happened with Ida, but I was the one who took the liberty of stepping in back then, so you can say it's got nothing to do with me. Plus, as your boss at Arkride Solutions and current guardian, I've got a responsibility to your dad and Ida to look out for you. So I'm taking it upon myself to see you through this, whether you like it or not. Wouldn't sit right with me otherwise. Van. Okay then, things go smoother with your help anyways. Let's go, Van. Got a duty as a warrior to fulfill. Using the intel Hassan had provided to her, Fairy started gathering more thorough details about Davin. Through Van's connections, they managed to determine the location of his various bases of operations around the capital. Eventually, the time came for them to chase him down. Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak. Shit, I need my flunkies pick up. These other bases already get wiped out. It took almost no time for all of the lid to get blown off the entire operation. Maybe the Kruger finally shifted into high gear. No, this can't be anything bigger than a recon squad. Fine by me. I can pick them off and then make a break for it when their main unit arrives. You can run, but you can hide. A dead end. Still, this should be far enough to give me some breathing room. Wrong. This is the end of the line. Davin, the criminal consultant. And you come here to lay low. Who the hell are you? Oh, wait, those clothes. You're telling me my subordinates let our bases get obliterated by a little girl? Not just any girl. That's right. I'm a Kruger warrior, and you're out of escape routes. Better make your peace. Hold your horses, little lady. I wasn't thinking straight. It was never my intention to spoil your people's honor. I swear. So please. Oh, boy. Just die already and leave me be! It would have been a lot funnier had we knocked this guy off the side of the building, so instead of when he said, die already and leave me be, the guy just splattered right behind Fairy. Would have been very, very gruesome, but like, it would have been very funny as well. Huh? Made it with time to spare. Nice one, Farida. Ready on this being a sniper. Your read on this being a sniper nest was spot on. Thanks, Van. Oh, you won. Sweet mother of Adios! Ooh. Stop! Listen, little lady, I have a sick mother back home, so I have a heart, and let me go, will ya? Just don't kill me, I'm begging you. The flames of judgment will cleanse the souls of the wicked. That is the law passed down through our tribe. I had a feeling. TBT style, right? I'm still alive? Ending your life here would be letting you off easy. Your criminal consultations have probably built up a seedy network spreading in every direction. I can't say I've truly fulfilled my duty as a warrior until it's all been burnt down to cinders. That makes you more valuable as fuel for the fire. If we throw you in the right place, your flames will smoke out the others crawling around in the dark. No! Aren't you thinking of handing me over to the CID, are you? Let's not be hasty. At least give me to the guild or the police. If I expose my connections, I'll be a dead man walking. By writing out your friends and colleagues, you'll earn their spite and lose your place in the underworld forever. But that's a fate you brought onto yourself, you and your countless evils you've committed. There's no getting away. Your only hope is to pray. Pray to the flames and Arusha for forgiveness. Yeah, if Fairy actually killed this guy right here, I would have been so surprised. That's a wrap. We'll send her your head. That would have been cool though, huh? Afterwards, Van contacted Second Lieutenant Kayla and turned Davin over to the CID. Davin, I don't fucking know. Not once did I think anyone would make such a clean sweep of bringing this criminal consultant to justice. You may be young for a Kruger, but... actually, why don't I say you did an amazing job and just leave it at that? Just following orders is all. Can we count on you to handle the rest? Certainly can. We'll make us connections for every last drop of intel they're worth. It's all over. I should have gotten mixed up with the Kruger. Even if I didn't catch you, someone else would have sooner or later. Own up to your sins in a tone like you mean it, and the warriors of Kruger might turn a blind eye to you. I know this stuff about Umi being sick was probably a lie. But take good care of her, okay? Once you make amends and return home, I mean. Huh? You saw through that story about my mother? Why bother showing me any mercy at all? It doesn't make any damn sense. Criminals do what criminals do. Always full of surprises, ain't you? You pulled that off with flying colors. Don't teach me to doubt your abilities. I'm glad you found a path that works for you. One where being aware isn't just about raining judgment down. It wouldn't have happened without your help gathering intel. Ever since I was little, I always thought that being a warrior meant purging evil where it stood, and I never questioned that. But then, last year, after everything that had happened with Ida and me coming to Arkride Solutions, there came a lot of difficult challenges. I had to face up to the possibility of another me who never had that, and I wondered if I was betraying my duty. But the more I thought it over, the more I realized that there's more than just one answer. And I want to prove it somehow. This rite of passage gave me a chance to show that I was able to find my own answer. I don't know what Abby and Katsu will think about it once they hear the details, though. When it comes down to it, you're still stuck to your tribe's code, right? That anyone can give you a hard time over that. One thing's for sure, though. You've come a long way since you first started working out for me. Good work, Farida. I mean it. And all the time I spent with you and the rest of the team really paid off. I can't thank you enough for that. And by the way, I hate to put you out even further, but can I make one more selfish request? Pens? What's on your mind? You want a head pat? I think you deserve a head pat. Whenever a warrior completes their rite of passage, they go through what is called the adornment ceremony. Traditionally, a trusted family member or friend is supposed to help put it on. I was originally going to ask Aida, but, you know, I heard about this. It's a sacred once-in-a-lifetime ritual, but I'm not even a Jaeger, let alone a warrior. You sure it's okay for me to take part? Sure, I'm sure, Van. I'd like it if you could see me off on my journey into adulthood. Well, I can't say no to that. It's a big responsibility, but I'll try to do it justice. Farida Al-Fayed, thou child of flames, may thee walk with pride upon thy path till thy embers burn their last. On the honor of my people, Arusha's chosen, do I make this vow. Naw. It's a little tickly. How'd I look? Like you were born to wear it. Gotta admit though, I'm a little scared your dad's gonna want a word with me when he finds out I helped you come of age. Phrasing! Huh? Why would Abby care? No reason. That's a topic for when you're further down the road. You say so. I already know I have a lot of ground to cover. So, in the meantime, I'm gonna learn what I can by sticking with you. I promise to give it all I've got for everyone who's helped me grow as a person. Of course. I'm glad to have you, Farida. Van and Fairy shared a pleasant conversation for a while longer before heading back to join up with the rest of their friends. Then I received Fairy's hair ornament.
I still have a lot to figure out, but right now, I'm proud of where I am. And until I've decided what path to follow, I'm gonna stay right by your side, Van. I want to learn as much as I can from you.
That was wholesome. And such wording. Prego route spotter, please no! She's only 14! Please no! I do kind of want to, like, considering we got an accessory though, I do want to, like, do that for, like, the finale thing, but I know I shouldn't. Things that I want to do, but at the same time, I know I probably shouldn't, because Fairy's definitely not part of my main squad. But Katra, your turn. Roll returned to the office saying he had something urgent to attend to. Neither return nor answer to Zifa. Van arrived, decided to check on him and make sure everything was okay. Katra must be back in his room. Did he forget something he needed for the school festival? Seemed to be in a hurry. Maybe I should go and ask what's up. Knock first. Look at other people tuning in. I couldn't be happier. Livestreaming sure is a bundle of fun. Make sure to give me a follow if you liked what you saw. Oh my god. Katra's a streamer just like me? He's just like me for real, for real? The heck? Whose voice is that? Sounds a little affected. Does he have a girl in there with him? No, wait. Oh my god, he's a VTuber. Anyways, thanks for stopping by today, Edith. And catch you next time on the Catlia channel. Katre? I'm coming in. Huh? He is a VTuber. He is a VTuber. Oh no, not this one. Yes, indeed, this one. Van? I can explain. Sorry for barging in. Catalia the Science Gal. So this is one of those newfangled virtual idol things, right? I've heard about her online. Apparently she's really exploded at the scene these past few weeks. Never would have guessed she was your alter ego, though. Yes, well, people have really started to embrace streaming yourself over the oral net as a new form of entertainment. I developed an interest in it while researching the new technology involved, so I decided to make my own virtual model and try it out. God, this hits too close to home. He's a tuber! He's a tuber! I knew he was a redacted. Sounds like you weren't expecting to get so hooked, let alone make it this big. But your Edith exclusive broadcast just happened to overlap with the school festival, right? So the only way you could do both was by ducking out of the festivities for a bit. Forgive me, I know I shouldn't be using the office's connections without asking. What should I apologize for? Knowing you, I'm sure you've got all kinds of anti-tracking tech in place. Streaming though, huh? It's enough to make my head spin. A few years back, I would have never been able to picture it. You even got Theo scanning your movements and syncing them to your model in real time, right? Man, if that takes stuff, it'll have every other form of media in fight or flight mode. Either that or scrambling to get a slice of the pie themselves. Oh, this feels so odd. This feels so weird. Catcher my goat. Catcher's a VTuber, wow. I know, right? As a VTuber, this feels so goddamn strange. Seeing a story event about VTubers. I don't know, man. I'm feeling real weird right now. I'm feeling seen, and I don't like it. I say something wrong? No, just the opposite. Sorry for being rude there. It's just, I would have so much trouble to make myself up as a girl without anyone finding out. For a minute, I was afraid you'd get creeped out or laugh at me or something. I see. I mean, sure, I was pretty shocked, but more in a, well, that's pretty incredible kind of way. Everybody's got their hobbies and pursuits. It just happens to be your jam. I can understand why you'd be scared, though. Thanks, Van. That wasn't something I agonized over, though. Gino just did start out as a curiosity. As you know, I straddle the line between male and female, but because my masculine genes express themselves more prominently, I've lived as a boy ever since the professor took me in. I also found myself attracted to cute girls, though that isn't exclusively the case. Still, I couldn't help wondering, what if I had lived as a girl all this time instead? That train of thought makes sense for you. Not to say you're not the only one who's ever felt this way. Right, the world is made up of all kinds of people, each with their own values and ways of living. So I wanted to be forward-thinking about exploring potential paths for my own life a bit more. I guess you could say I was partially inspired by the talk Rosetta and I had on Nemeth Island. That's so. I was right to call you incredible then. I'm glad you think so. Oh, actually, could I ask you to stick around for a bit? This isn't about you stumbling in on my secret, to be clear. There's just something I wanted to test. Hot take, Legend of Heroes is getting too modern. It seems like it is getting a little too modern now, huh? They've got VTubers in Legend of Heroes now. The hell? What the hell? At Kateri's urging, Van accompanied him to the spot where the test was to be conducted. The Mahengarten, eh? Sorry to keep you waiting, Van. Is it going to be the other one, though? Yeah. Whoa! Female Katera. Well, what do you think? This is the full-scale, high-precision Catalia model. This is the first time I've ever worn it, so to speak, so there's still a bunch of unknown factors. It's not weird, is it? Of course not. Today's been full of surprises is all. Your own traits still shine through a bit, but you seem to be pretty comfortable presenting as Catalia. This might be because of the way I used the Mind Garden's data and AI to create her. First I adjusted the scanned model of myself used by the garden to allow for modifications, then executed a deep learning routine to simulate what I might look like as a girl. Hideous above. Technology's outpacing me more and more by the minute. Unfortunately, I can only show myself from the chest up due to my current processing capabilities and synchronization speed limitations. But eventually, I should be able to livestream myself dancing in real time. Theoretically, that is. Now that I'd like to see. And though, once your researcher types get going on a project, you stick it out to the end. It's funny, a little while ago I probably would have outthought this to the point of discouraging myself from even trying. Or overthought myself. But you and the others helped me understand that I can be anything I want to be. I really am grateful for that, Van. Yes, don't expect me to pass that thanks along to the others for you. Anyways, just take your time experimenting and fleshing out your personal style. Who knows? Build up a big enough following and you might be able to make a living on this idle thing. Ain't that a dream? It's funny. Once I loosened up into getting into the role, my popularity rose just like that. There's no turning back now. At this point, it's begun to feel like another part of the real me. And say, maybe we can make you Arkride Solutions' marketing mascot. Nah, it'd probably be too much exposure. But hey, it's always on the table if we need to expand our reach. Don't tell me you're actually considering it. And so Vance ran a brief while chatting with Katre's avatar before the two of them eventually returned to the real world. Put a pin in this thought for when the next game comes out, just saying. Oh god. What is happening in Kai no Kaseki? Throws into the horizon, what's happening? So, that put a bow in your live stream for today. Yes, I should be able to spend time with you and the rest after this. Why are you staring at me like that? It's nothing. Just took me a sec to remember that this is still the same Katre I'm talking to. What else did you expect? Oh, but, setting that aside, would you mind, zipping my lips about this? Don't sweat it. I was already planning to. Just a heads up, though. My niece and them are liable to get wise anyways, when you start making a name for yourself. Oh, yeah, I guess that's always a possibility. I imagine someone like Aaron finding out. Just thinking about it gives me goosebumps. Should I tweak the model to look less like maybe them before they catch on? But if it alienates my fan base, the backlash could be explosive. Sorry, didn't mean to sound the red alert. Red alert, red alert. Afterwards, Van and Katra headed back to the festival to meet up with their friends.
Hey, Van? I, wanted to thank you proper. Thank you so much for accepting me no matter what. I'm going to keep trying to figure out who I want to be. And you being there for me as I do makes me more happy than you could ever know.
No. No. What's up, Crook? I'm Crook Gamer. Welcome in. Glad to see you. Thank you for stopping on by. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. We just found a VTuber in Legend of Heroes. My brain is exploding. But how you doing, Crook? Hopefully you're doing well today. Hopefully you're staying cool. It's definitely been quite warm out and about lately. I'm both curious and disturbed though to figure out what's going to be happening in Trails into the Horizon or whatever. The Kai no Kaseki. I'm very concerned about what that's going to be all like. Either way, let's hang out with the Judith, with Elaine, and with Ren, and then we can finish off these bonding events. Yippee! And if we get another bonding event, we can just go through the fairy one again. Leaving the festival with a rather detailed excuse, Judith headed out to do some Grimcat field work. However, shortly after her departure, Van received a desperate call. What the heck was so urgent that she needed me to come all the way out here? Hey, Van! This way! What the hell are you doing? I thought you were done with work. Why are you still in your Grimcat getup? Seriously, I wouldn't be surprised if there were rumors about some masked perv in the area already. If I could change, I would. It's just... I can't transform back! What? Nani? Yeah, save runs for last? Yeah. During the festival, Judith had managed to get a lead on a cadre of pickup artists that have been causing no end of grief to young women. Not wanting to miss her own opportunity, she managed to steal a critical piece of evidence and deliver it to the police. However, upon finishing her work, she came to realize that the Grimcat transformation could only be partially undone. Ayo? Well, at least we were able to get you a bathrobe to cover up a little bit, but just kind of made you look like an even bigger pervert. What the hell? She can only take off the naughty bits of the outfit right now, huh? But the mask and like the neck and like the arms are That's wild. What? That's wild, man. That's wild. No, it doesn't, but thanks for helping out, I guess. Now I can finally relax a little. I just wish I knew how to change back. This is gonna be a real pain. Patrol cars have been keeping a pretty sharp eye on the area recently, so just having some creep like you in the car is a big risk. Well, excuse me for existing. Please, Van, you gotta help me out here. We talked about this before, remember? Both turned into some strange-looking creatures, so we should have each other's backs. Well, I don't think my transformation is quite on par with yours, but don't worry, I'm not about to leave you high and dry. Just so we're aware, though, not exactly the premier scholar on your whole magic changey thing. Unless you're willing to fill me in on some of the details, I doubt I'll be of much help. You have a point, but don't you know there are secrets a thief should never reveal? I assume it's nothing like what happens with Mare and me. Doesn't really seem like Aaron's whole tyrant situation either. So if it's not a hollow and it's not some spirit reincarnation thing, it's probably some kind of family heirloom deal. Is that right? Yeah, you know, I can't tell whether you're a genius or just a real pain in the neck. Haha, both. Well, whatever. No sense hiding if you've already figured it out. So that's it, huh? Yes, this compact is what triggers my transformation. Grammy gave it to me when she thought I was ready to take on the responsibility. She told me about all my family's duty as a Grimcat back then. As long as this thing remains in our possession, Grimcat will always be there to save the day. Okay, so do you know how it actually works? If that device is what helps you transform, maybe it just bugged on you or something. Hold on, you've been using this thing for how long and you don't even know how it works? Well, why would I need to? It's been fine up until now. Stuff like this never happened to Mom or Grammy. Oh, fine. So just have to ask someone else for help. Our best bet just might be Grammy then. Oh no, I'm not gonna get chewed out, or I'm gonna get chewed out for this, aren't I? Sounds like you better get ready for a butt whooping. Oh, get real. She'd never... Hell, actually, she just might. Damn it. I guess I'll just give her a call. It's kind of wholesome that she called Van before she called her own grandmother, but whatever. Two agreed to talk with Judith's grandmother. However, due to an inability to get in contact, they decided to meet with her where she was most likely to be. I don't know where she would most likely be. Hotel Maserati. This is the dumbest disguise I've ever seen. Oh, Judith is great. Oh, I do love her. Ah, good grief. Wasn't in her hotel room either? I don't told you to pull off the highway because I thought she'd be here. You could tell the front desk staff thought we were fishy too. This is turning way more of a mess than I thought it would be. Well, at least your grandma stands out in a crowd. Must be someone around here who knows where she went. Yeah, but it isn't Van. What are you doing over there? And isn't that... Oh, crap of all people. Oh, hey, thought you two were still enjoying the festival. Mr. God, I forgot his notebook in the hotel room, so we came back to pick it up. Oh, those passionate youths. It's filling me up to the brim with inspiration. Anyways, what are you doing at a hotel in the middle of the day? Having a secret rendezvous? Actually, why is the lady of yours wearing a mask and the brightly colored hair? Why does it look so familiar? Shit! You really shouldn't pry into people's private affairs, Mr. Gotti. So that might just be one of Van's clients. That's right! I'm afraid my position reveals me from revealing my true identity, so, as unseemly as it is, I had to disguise myself like this before requesting help. Yeah, unfortunately, she's really got no clue how the world works. Poor thing didn't realize she stands out so much dressing like that. Hey, watch your mouth, bub. I see. Well, that's Van for you. You sure do take all kinds of work under your wing, huh? But my young lady, looks like you've got a pretty nice figure under that bathrobe. In fact, you're probably about the same size as Judith. What would you say to be into my next? There he goes again. You'd actually better get going, Mr. Gotti. Talk to you later, Van. Before I forget, you two haven't seen Dominique around lately, have you? Had a few things I wanted to run by her. Miss Lancer, huh? Maybe you could try the Trion Mall. Think I ever heard something about her having a meeting there today. Really? I mean, is that so? Thanks, Nina. See you two back at the festival. I feel like Nina absolutely knew that was Judith there. I feel like she absolutely knew. What does that say on her hat? Oh, I got no idea. That's in, like, French. I can not read that. I got out of that one by the skin of my teeth. At least we got a lead, though. Yeah, thanks to the goddess for Nina. Anyways, let's head on over to Trion Mall. Aye. Good, make sure you keep at it. Don't forget to do an acoustics check. Understood. You're here! Oh, Grammy! Huh? Good God, she's... not being subtle in the slightest. I'm so glad we... Ah, crap, nobody look at me! Good goddess. Oh, my God. What in the hell were you thinking? Look, I'm sorry, Grabby. Really. Doesn't it sound like there's a problem with the device itself? You can fix it, right? I mean, surely Judith can't be stuck like this forever. Don't even joke about that. There's no way that would happen. Right, Grammy? Well, we're certainly not going anywhere with you throwing a fit about it. Hand it over and I'll have it fixed in a jiffy. After a brief assessment, Amik took to skillfully repairing the compact with a few precision tools she had on her person. In only a matter of moments, the issue was resolved. Revert! We did it! I'm normal again! You're still a freak, but I suppose you're back to normal, Judith. Told you it'd all work out. You really gotta start learning how to handle these things yourself, Judith. Anyway, I've optimized the compact for you. Shouldn't be any issues for a while. Thanks, Graham. Which leads me to ask, when was the last time you did any maintenance on the thing? I told you to always make sure it stays in working condition. Should be checking on it every day. Honestly, Judith, the compact's a tool, not a toy. Should be treating it with the respect it deserves. She's this old and I still have to give her a butt whooping. Anything but that. Listen, I know I screwed up. I'll do better. Hard to believe the trigger for your transformation is just some little orbital device. I'm guessing this is the same one the first Grimcat used. That's right, inherited it myself over 50 years ago. For more than half a century, it's been our family's great honor to not only safeguard the secret of the Grimcat, but to use its power for good. Never had someone so recklessly about the job as this one, though. Hey, I try to be careful, just had a run of bad luck is all. Well, I'll admit, that gung-ho attitude of yours is probably what led you to taking down so many evildoers. You got Chloe and I beat there, at least. But I imagine it's also what led you to attacking Mr. Arkride and Tharbad. Isn't that right? How did you know about that? Now that I think about it, Aramis did say something about her Genesis wrecking that night. That compact of theirs. I'm feeling it's all connected somehow. It's like this came into play right around the Orbital Network Revolution, too. Might be something to consider in the future. Anyways, I really appreciate all of your help today, Van. Yeah, my thanks as well. Sorry my granddaughter keeps causing you so much trouble. I certainly never planned on anyone else learning about our heirloom here, but I think the secret's safe in your hands. I mean, all I did was drive her around some, but I'm glad I could help. And don't worry about me spilling your secret. Lips are sealed. That's what I like to hear. Well, I suppose I'd better be off. Keep an eye on this one for me, Spriggan. Grammy! Sheesh, I'm starting to feel like one of the family. Well, it's not all that surprising. You've really done a lot for us. And whether I'm Judith the actress or Grimcat the Phantom Thief, I'm grateful you're always there to lend me a hand. Wow, that actually sounded pretty sincere. You sure you didn't catch a cold or something? Of course I didn't! Look, I get that it's a little unusual coming from me, but I've never really had the chance to thank you for everything. Especially because you've given me the perfect chance to fulfill my duty as Grimcat. Seriously, thank you. Well, you're welcome. I'm sure you still have plenty of adventures to come, but I'll be right there to back you up when you need it. Yeah. Us moonlighting do-gooders gotta stick together, right? Excited to see what the future holds. I guess we ought to get... Grabby? I realized I forgot something. I can't just let you off the hook for your negligence, after all. I think a few wolves will set you on the right track, don't you think? In fact, maybe I'll even call up Chloe to get a few hits in. Cut me some slack, Rami. Hey, didn't you say something about backing me up, Van? Sorry, you're on your own for this one. Here's hoping it's a valuable learning experience. How can you leave me like this, you cold-hearted brute? And with that, Van left Judith to deal with Dominique's disciplining. She caught up with him eventually, albeit looking a little worse for wear.
You know, it just hit me that we have a lot in common. Wait, don't take that the wrong way. I just mean it's uncanny that we both have these secret sides to ourselves. We're like confidants or something.
I ship it. I might actually ship Judith and Van more than Elaine and Van, to be honest with you. Oh no. It's coming to close... Coming to a close race right there. No, I could definitely see, because, like, I don't know, Elaine being the bracer lady, it's kind of like hot and cold. But with Judith, it just feels like it's pretty, it feels pretty kosher. Feels pretty good. Well, let's see what Elaine's next bonding event is. Everyone wants a piece of the van. That's the main character, Riz, at work. Van parted ways with the companion for... No, we didn't. We literally are with Elaine. But whatever. A prospective client. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum. Batman and Catwoman. Yeah, I can see it. I can see that. Although Van is not nearly as, like, serious as like, Batman would be. Apologies for the delay. I'm with the Bracer Guild. Oh, yes. Been expecting you. Aren't you that famous A-rank bracer? Thank you so much for accepting our request on such short notice. Oh, you brought Van along as well. Fancy seeing you again. For the record, I'm mostly just along for the ride. You know him? Yeah, I met him while doing a 4SPG a while back. I don't remember him. I still keep in touch with old Bruno. Yes, I consulted him about all this, in fact. Anyways, feel much better knowing that you're on the case. Let's get down to business, shall we? So you suspect a stalker will crash your wedding today and attack the bride. Do I have that right? Yeah, you do. Yes. Honestly, we're at a loss as to what to do. Which Batman? He could be like the brave and the bold Batman? Yeah, maybe. Maybe that one. Yeah. That's a lot closer. It all began when Dorothea was kind enough to care for a man who passed out along the side of the road. She was already engaged at that point, but that didn't stop the man from obsessing over her after the fact. She reached out to the police and the guild several times, but they couldn't do much, and she was careful to remain within the confines of the law. I mean, you can still put a, what are those called? Where you can't get it within, like, so many feet of a person. Yeah, put one of those things on him. Once the wedding date was set, she received an unusual package. Inside was a clandestine photo of her and the groom. Faces were cut out and the message was written in blood. Love never dies. The wedding date was listed as well, even though it had only just been decided on. That's wild. How despicable. Only the vilest of fiends would seek to ruin such an important day in a young couple's life. Restraining order, that's the one. I don't know why I could not think of that for the life of me. It's a textbook example of a threat letter. Should be enough cause for the guild to take action. Problem is, if we're following the Bracer Code, I'm afraid I have no choice but to ask you to delay your wedding. When danger is imminent, we have to put the safety of the citizens above all else. I hope you understand. I was afraid of that. I'm so sorry, Dorothea. No, don't be. It's for the best. We can't risk putting our friends and family in harm's way. I just wish we could have celebrated this with them. Everyone was able to take time out of their busy schedules for this. Alright, I think this request can qualify as a 4 SVG now. Oh? Arkride Solutions will be working with the guild on this one. No need to worry. No need to move the wedding date, because I've got an idea. You do? What would... No, I'll pay any price you ask, as long as it means we can have our wedding as planned. To pull this one off, I'm going to need the assistance of our very own Beauty's Blade. Say no more. I'll do whatever I can to help. After that, they enlisted the aid of the cathedral staff and swiftly put Van's plan into place. And so the wedding began on schedule. Crazy. It's wild. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today before the goddess Adios to join Roderick and Dorothea in the bonds of holy matrimony. Do you, Roderick, take this woman, Dorothea, to have and to hold, in sickness and in health, for richer or poorer, to love and to cherish, for as long as you both shall live? I do. And do you, Dorothea, take this man, Roderick, in sickness and in health, for richer or poorer, to love and to cherish, for as long as you both shall live? I... Stop! Oh my god, that's Elaine in the... Is this Van and Elaine disguised as the bride and the groom? Oh my god. Yeah, Elaine's the bride, I bet. Yeah, I can totally just see it. Like, as soon as I saw that hair, I was like, wait a second. Hold up. Who do you think you are? You have no right to be barging in on the sacred union. You must be that low-life bastard they told me about. Oh, hey, Dorothea, why would you marry the likes of him? I'm the one you love. That's why you saved me back then, right? Ooh, wow. Parasocial much, buddy? I need Elaine in her bridal costume. True. Get a grip, man. It's just some fantasy you dreamed up of your own. Oh, no, actually, it is bridegroom Roderick. I would never give up the woman I love, especially not to someone who'd only burden her with a one-sided obsession. Oh, the hell did you have to say to me? What do you think you are, you piece of shit? Get lost. I have nothing to do with this. Dorothea, my beloved, it's time to go. Gone. To the goddess's side where our love will never die. Crazy. Anyways. Huh? I must say, I find your unrequited love rather shallow. Couldn't even tell me your beloved was an imposter. She fills out that dress quite well, doesn't she? Why, you're... That's the A-Ring Bracer. Beauty's Blade? Why is she here? But why? Where's my Dorothea? Oh, I thought that was Van in the, that one there. Oh, Roderick. Oh, Dorothea. Everything's gonna be alright now. Sorry for the sideshow, everyone. What do you think of our old mid-wedding halftime show? A little unprecedented, I know, but hey, there's a first for everything. Our special guest, Elena Claire, gave a performance for the ages, all to test the love of our leading lady and man. Let's give our groom a big round of applause for bravely fending off his girl's would-be captor. Holy cannoli! I had no idea they switched out the bride. Okay, that was a little too realistic for my taste, but man, what a show. Darn Spriggan really knows how to throw everyone for a loop. I don't know who would believe this, but okay. I sincerely apologize for causing such a ruckus. We will get the ceremony back underway in just a moment. Let me offer my congratulations to the soon-to-be happy newlyweds. Afterwards, they quietly turned the stalker over to the police. The wedding went on from there without any further disruptions. Yippee! Elaine, Van, thank you so much for saving our wedding. Yeah, that was a neat and tidy ending. Glad we were able to help them. Can't believe I was able to pull one over on the crowd with that halftime show bit. It was one hell of a gamble. Yeah, I don't know who would have believed that, but it worked. If Roderick hadn't done the whole spiel from the heart, that anyone would have bought it. Hey, I got a question for you. Why the special interest in this request? Something about this job must have caught your eye. Don't you think you would have wanted to leave it in the middle of a festival otherwise? Suppose that's true. Well, to answer your question, subject of marriage just so happened to be on my mind lately. Oh? Seeing as how my family, or rather my relatives, have been trying to get me to tie the wedding knot. Received a few proposals already. Oh? I knew the Quincy Company had been hard at work rebuilding the business, but this is the first I'm hearing of this. The anxiety spike in Van's face there. As you may very well know, our family has a long lineage, and many of my relatives are of the old-fashioned sort. They say it's all to support the Auclair family. Suppose it sounds noble when they put it like that. In all likelihood, they're simply desperate to find their footing. Things have been rather chaotic following my father's incarceration. In a way, I almost pity them. To be honest, that's why I've entertained the notion. Well, I don't think you should. I know you're just trying to bear the burden for everyone like usual, but ain't that your responsibility, right? Your dad's the one who committed a crime, not you. Isn't your job to mop up his mess? You can't fix everything. If you say you can, then that's arrogance talking, plain and simple. But you know what just might be the most hypocritical thing you've ever said. Hey, I'm just speaking from experience. It's all from one burden-bearing person to another. Don't forget why you chose the path you're on. You didn't choose it for your family's sake, and you sure as hell didn't choose it for mine either. You're right. No, in fact, you're exactly right. Oh, and don't worry about those marriage proposals. I turned them all down. Who said I was worried? By the way, you might not want to put this off for too much longer. Both getting up there in age. Excuse me? I'll have you know I'm only 24. Okay, here I go. Oh, she's gonna catch it, isn't she? Elaine's gonna be the one that catch it. Yeah. I saw that coming from a mile away. Wow, Elaine caught it. Congratulations. I wonder if this is my reward for all the hard work I've put in lately. A certain someone I know could and should learn from my example. Aww. Elaine is so damn cute, though. Oh, hit me where it hurts, why don't you? Fine, I'll try and take a few pointers. After that, Van and Elaine left the cathedral behind. And after tying up all the loose ends of the stalker case, they met back up with the rest of their friends.
Back when we were students, I always thought this day might come for us. Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Just lost in thought.
Uh-huh.
We're both still walking our own paths, so let's focus on that for now. I'll be happy to help you along in whatever little ways I can.
That's a pretty good one, though. I don't know. Elaine is definitely, like, I don't know which one I ship more. I definitely ship Van with Elaine and Judith a lot, but I don't know which one I ship with him more. Like I was saying, like with Elaine being a bracer, right, and Van being a Spriggan. That kind of is like a very different lifestyle they're both leading, right? Whereas with Judith and Van, they both live pretty similar lifestyles. You know, a Phantom Thief and like a Robin Hood, and then a Spriggan. Like, that's pretty similar. But I don't know, like maybe the difference between their professions, the Bracer and the Spriggan, that might make it just better. I don't know. I don't know, man. Who do you all think? Like, if this game gave you like the one, like romanceable option for Van, not just the one that you like the most, but like the one that you think fits the most with Van. Because like for me, right, I've already said that like if I was in the Legend of Heroes universe, if I was in this group right here, I definitely would be way more into Rosette and Shizuna. But for Van, I feel like Judith or Elaine are definitely the best picks. So, no, I don't know which one I would consider to be the best one, though. Alright, but Ren is the last one. I need Elaine in a bridal costume, truly. It's a three-way for Elaine, Judith, and Shizuna. You ship Van and Shizuna together as well, huh? I don't really ship those two together, just considering how much Van is always like, who the hell invited you? And like, no, I don't want to go along with your crazy schemes. Like, come on, don't be such a stick in that mud, Van. If you're not going to appreciate her, then I will, damn it. I will step up to the plate. But, I definitely agree, though. Oh, you didn't feel that sexual tension? Oh, okay. Yeah. But, like, there can be sexual tension without a relationship. I'm just saying. That doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship for there to be sexual tension between two people. I don't see Javan with Judith at all. She's far down the list compared to others. I hard lean towards Elaine after this game. That's fair. That's fair. I definitely feel like, just with all of the little like moments that Van and Judith have had together, I could definitely see that one going off. Like, they definitely have like little parts where it's like, oh yeah, Van and Rosette, Van and Judith, Van and everyone, all of the female cast. But some of them definitely don't like hit as hard in my opinion. But I definitely see Judith there, like with both of their jobs there. Like, I can definitely see them like after everything is done with these games to like continue working together as the Spriggan and as Grimcat and being more intertwined than like with Elaine. I feel like with the Bracers and the Spriggans, eventually they are going to come to a head where they would have to like have conflicting priorities and would have to fight each other, which maybe would make the sex better. I don't know, but thanks. You're meant to go for Elaine, Ken, if you will, but I think I like Judith more. Yeah, I think I'm right there as well, Doom. Yeah, I'd like you didn't even get an option to like hang around this festival with Elaine or with Judith. You could only go with Agnes or Elaine. I don't ship Agnes with Van at all. Not at all. Nah. Maybe it's just because of the age that they're at. They're like a 17-year-old and a 25-year-old, but like, nah. Nah. But, give it another 10 years and then maybe? Another 5 years even? The next game would challenge the opinion hard, though. Oh, well, true. Fair. Who knows what's going to happen in Kaino Kaseki? There could be any number of things that would go in there that would be like, okay, well, now it's just, yeah. That's just what I'm saying. Like, I'm just kind of assuming that, like, some parts there's like, yeah, I can definitely see this happening in their life. And then they would go down this route instead. But with the next game, who knows? Or hell, the end of this game even. I guess also feels canon, but the age difference, yeah, not a fan. That's Japan for you, though, I suppose, huh? Could be like the protag of Utawaro, Prelude to the Fallen. Haku Olo being redacted. You can't leave me on redacted. I don't know the Fallen Haku Olo. I'm very yabe about that, the way that sentence is ending, but like, oh boy. But yeah, I don't know. For me, for Sky Accents, I definitely think that Rosette and Shizuna are the top waifus. But for Van, I think that either Judith or Elaine would be the best one for them. Oh God. Okay. That's great. Okay, I understand about the redacted part now. Most of the time. Yabe. I actually think I have heard that though, where like, I think I remember seeing parts of the game where I was like, this doesn't feel... Okay. Well, either way. In order to take care of a certain request. I ran... mostly by two girls? God, it's just like me and Kaiju, for real. And that's what led to the bicycle parking incident. We've since changed the ways we're directing traffic, so I don't expect this to be an issue going forward. Well, I'm glad to hear this matter came to a swift resolution, which was no doubt owed to your prompt response, I'm sure. Doom laughing at that. Thank you for the report. Keep up the good work as always. Of course. Oh, and one last thing. I know you're in charge of the festival and all, but I hope you'll give yourself a break soon. It's long overdue. Okay, bye, Albert. Don't fall in the battle whenever Naughty exposes to be a, rival school person. Hello, Renbright speaking. Oh, my. A direct inquiry from the Institute. Is that in regards to the desertion I published recently? So, they would like me to give a lecture on the design theories behind network traffic for long-distance communication. I understand. I'll check my schedule and get back to you as soon as I can. Have a lovely day. When are you not busy, Ren? No rest for the weary student council president, I suppose. Tita, Estelle, Joshua. Why do they got the H protagonist, like faces, though? You don't see their eyes or anything. You just see, like, their hair and, like, their mouth. That's so yabe. No, I shouldn't complain. Not the only one who's busy after all. Well then, I think I'll take advantage of this brief respite to chip away at my paperwork. I'll start with the club applications and the paperwork submitted for the new school year. Oh, come in. I wonder if it's Odette this time. Hi, it's Van. Hey there. Sorry to interrupt. Look as busy as ever, Miss President. Good afternoon, Van. This is an unexpected surprise, but not an unwelcome one. To what do I owe this visit? Has something happened? If there's a problem, I'll make sure it's taken care of right away. Actually, I just came to ask one simple question. Want to come out on a little date with me? My, Van Arkride. Never took you for a casual flirt. Wonder how Agnes and Elaine would react if I spilled the tea on this little move you're making. Why are you bringing them up? Anyways, looks like you're wrapped up all the work you need to for now. You can spare the time, I'm sure. But if you want to play the stubborn card, just have to drag you out of this office by force. Well, you aren't leaving me with much of a choice in the matter. Not that I'm objecting, of course. Absconding with you might make for a pleasant change of pace. Would you care to escort me? Of course. Ooh la la, ooh la la. Do you know the original wasn't Eroge? I did not know that. I'm not too surprised, though, hearing about, what you just said, though. Bennett ran out of the rear exit, and the two of them headed out into town in his pickup truck. This is a nice song. I don't know if I've actually heard the song yet. So they have new sightseeing guides for Liberal and Crossbow, do they? There's even one for the Empire. Can't imagine I'll be heading out that way anytime soon, but I'd like to someday. But there's loads of great desserts you can only find over on the west half of the continent. Well, if you do decide to go that way, I wouldn't mind showing you around. I can take you on a tour of all the major cities, and I can help you find the places that are off the map. Know all the best restaurants. Careful, might take you up on that offer. God, it'd be cool to go around Erebony with a van. The Erebony just feels like the hometown, right? That's the hometown Zemuria. But, like seeing all these other new characters. It'd be nice to see them all visiting my home country. Never really had you pegged as the type who'd liked fishing. Oh yeah, I think you once told me that your older sister was pretty into it. She's a bracer, yeah? That's right. She taught me how to fish before I moved to Calvard. I only do it on occasion, but it's a nice way to pass the time. She and her partner are traveling all over Zemuria in their efforts to achieve A-rank status. The fact that they haven't already achieved A-rank status is wild. She sends me pictures of fish she catches sometimes, though I do wish she'd spared me the details of their little lover spats. Phew, sounds like two of them are pretty tight. Oh, I saw Joshua fighting. No. Holy shit! Is that the limited edition cake everyone's been hyped up about? Every time I poke my head in here, it's always sold out. I was even featured in a magazine special on Heavenly Confections. Certainly looks delicious. Would probably go well with a refreshing cup of tea. Want to give it a try? I know you're only asking because you want to try it for yourself, but very well, we can have some. Hell yeah! Eventually the pair made their way to the Grand Circuit. After partaking in a leisurely stroll around the racetrack, did some window shopping and dropped by the beer garden. For their final stop, decided to ride the Ferris wheel. This is actually like a really nice date though, what the hell. Thought this was going to be something else entirely, but no, it's like actually like a legitimate date here. Sure packed a lot in one date, huh? Indeed. Have my gratitude, Van. This is exactly the sort of break I needed. Although I can't help but feel this supposed date is missing something. A touch of romance, perhaps. Hey, cut me some slack. Already enough trouble as is for running off with a high school girl. Fair. Fair. What a pity. Alright, I think it's about time you came clean. About the reason you took me on this date. I mean, it was almost as if you could tell I was in low spirits. I know you did all this from a place of genuine concern, but the timing was just a little too perfect, even for you. Tell me, did Estelle, Joshua, and Tita send you a 4SVG through the guild? My guess is yes. They're unable to fulfill their promise of coming up to today's festival, so must be their way of making up for that. Oh my god, could you imagine if we saw Estelle, Joshua, and Tita here? Ah! Would've been so hype. Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. I already told them they didn't need to come. Didn't want them to feel guilty. They have their hands full with their work at the guild and the ZCF. I fully understood what they couldn't make the time. I know they were looking forward to it and that it was out of their hands. Tried to reassure them that I was fine, but... Oh, I suppose they could tell that deep down I miss them. They really are such kind, lovely people. That's why I miss them so. Yeah, much as clear as day. I mean, they're the ones who found you when you were still wandering around on your own as Kitty. You've all got a special bond. Indeed we do. They're my pride and joy. Thank you, Van. This really was a nice surprise. Maybe one day I can return the favor to them. Ironic that the former Kitty could only barely scratch the surface. Didn't think the surprise was over already now, did you? Huh? Brong, brong. New hollow system? But what is... Good morning, Ren. You have grown, partner. Ayo. Ayo, is this who I think it is? Is that a pater mater? Huh? Are you... Is it really you? Did they turn pater mater into a hollow? No, don't say that. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. Ren. He sustained critical damage to his logic unit. There's no backup system for Gordius class archaisms. This was back in Crossbell, we saw this. It'll be alright. We'll fix you. We'll... Goodbye. First recorded reactivation since 1204. 5 years. It is good to see you again, Ren. Pater Mater! Hey! Did we surprise you? Sorry we couldn't make it to the festival, Ren. I know it doesn't really make up for it, but we've had the gift in the work for a super long time. Now that you're coming up on graduation, and since you're soon to be turning 18, we want to do something special to commemorate the occasion. Took a lot of people to make it happen, and we now owe favors to people the world over. But it was all worth it, because we were able to bring back someone who meant the world to you. How's that for a surprise? I hope you like it. Oh, it's still Joshua and Tita. Aww. Yeah. No, I'm sure you weren't the only ones who did this. That's right. Family and friends weren't my only clients. Golden Butterfly and the Direwolf were also in on this. Oh, and an unnamed fortune teller and a phantom thief pitched in too. Oh, the fortune... oh, God. What is their name again? Oh, shit. The one that we saw in Crossbell whenever we went to the Tower of Mirrors. Oh, God. They were a character from... I forget their name. Oh, I totally forget their name. Almost every time that I, like grabbed, the bridge of my nose, apparently my mother likes to freak out. Luciolia, that's the one. That's the one. I couldn't stop thinking about, oh my god, I'm forgetting her name, too. Why do I want to say Bertha? That's not her name. Shit. Oh my god, I'm forgetting all the names. Oh, I'm forgetting all the names. Sky the Third music. Oh, true. True. I haven't heard this one yet either. And then Phantom Thief, obviously. Blue Blanc. Request was even signed by a whole lot of them. Even Jorg, wherever he is, put his name down. Oh god, speaking of Jorg, in the credits of Daybreak 1, I remember seeing Jorg in the back. Like, it was Rosette and Mirabelle talking, and in the back there was absolutely, Jorg Rosenberg. God, my brain's trying to think of names, and still I'm just like, no, not that one, not that one, not that one. No. The same Gordius class arcaism that was destroyed during Crossbell's first bid for independence 5 years ago. They've been working on restoring it in secret, and asked me to deliver it to you. Now I can support you once more. It is good to be home, Ren. Welcome home. Welcome home, Pater Mater. Aww. Looks like my work here is done. That's so wholesome. And still, Joshua, Tita, everyone, I hope you realize just how unfair this is. You kept all of this from me, and even roped Jorg and Luciola, and there it is, into it. Your best friend's the one who got the ball rolling. She took an interest in holocores while researching the Zifa standard. Of course she did. Then when the idea popped into her head, she and her family set to work on it. Had to get in contact with Ouroboros and Jorg so they could restore Pater Mater as a holocore. And turns out, news travels fast in the society. Once the word hit, it spread like wildfire. They all gathered the data from when Pater Mater was destroyed, along with any scrap of archive from the 13th factories. Using that as a base, they were able to assemble a logic unit that was close to the original as you could get. Then they recreated it. Having said that, it's still just a prototype. They've been making some improvements in the future. Got past all kinds of organizational and international barriers to make this happen. It's a miracle in the truest sense of the word. That is all thanks to the connections you've made along the way. They all came together and made it a reality. True main character. You're right. Don't forget that you played a part in all this too, Van. You speak as though you had next to no involvement, but that simply isn't true. After all, you're the one who lives in the space between light and dark, allowing you to be connected to and trusted by both of those sides. I mean, I guess. Anyways, hopefully this helps you realize just how many people you have in your corner. Yes, I feel this experience has been really driven that point home for me. You've really outdone yourself this time, Van. Nah, all I did was handle one little request. But I will say, just because you can do anything, doesn't mean you should do everything. If you need help, I'm just a phone call away. You can always shoot me 4SVG whenever you like. Do whatever I can for you. Oh, you really are impossible. Just won't play fair, will you? Feel like I'll never be able to repay all you've done for me. No, one day, I'll find a way. Aww. After that, Van and Ren got off the Ferris wheel, and made their way back to Aramis Academy, enjoying the drive along the way.
Thank you for bringing Potter Mater back to me.
Potter Mater? Whatever.
I do hope you realize I will not stand to let this debt go unpaid. Prepare yourself, because one day I will show you just how grateful I really am.
He's so full of life. Yo, we got a Pater Mater holocore from that too. Crazy. Crazy. So, yeah. Oh, that was nice. That was really nice. What is the Pater Mater? I'm gonna keep calling him Pater Mater as well. So what does that do? Also, I should just have it equipped on Ren, to be perfectly honest with you. There you are. Holocore. Not the Frau. Need Pater Mater. Physical damage, magical damage, defense, critical rate up. I'm just gonna equip it because I have to, but... that's alright. It's alright stats. Statistically, it's okay. But, for the emotional damage, we've got to put it on. Okay, and with that said and done, we're done with all of these Connect events. So yeah, we saw Agnes's, Fairies, Katras, which is still so weird to me. Oh, he's a VTuber. Then there was Kincaid and Yume. Didn't get to save these ones, unfortunately, but, we at least got to see them. And Aaron, Rosette's, Judith, Swin and Nadia's, Elaine's, of course Ren's, and Shizuna. Good times all around, good times. He's got 13 of these events that we can go through, which, I'll be perfectly honest with you, I kinda don't really want to do them. These activities are not as fun as some of the other activities that we've done. Like there's this one over here, the quiz thing, which, oh god, some of those questions are very precise and I am dumb. I don't get them. We got basketball we can play though. And so we'll do some basketball. Do some b-ball!
To any daring challengers out there, we've got
save the best for last. Yume, aside from Yume, of course. Indeed. Yume was very precious, though. Her learning how to ride a bike, very precious. Sure, let's do a 2-on-2 basketball. Let's just go with Elaine. She's here with us, after all. Beauty's Blade? Get to play one against one of our most famous alumni? Oh, this is gonna be good. The honor's all mine. Don't get your hopes up too high, though. Frankly, I'm not sure how well this will go for me. Most of the time, the academy was occupied with student council duties rather than extracurricular activities. This wasn't the case for Van and Renee, though. Ah, come off it. You cruised through just about everything that came your way as student council VP. Well, as our former odd jobber, you better not drop the ball yourself. Nah, puns.
Let's do our best out there, alright?
I suppose I don't have much choice, do I?
Alright, begin.
Okay, let's begin!
I remember how to play. That sounded like Wow, that was a miss. That sounded like Walter's VA, though. Hey, got one in, though. Got it in.
Very good.
Sidestepping this fool. Sidestepping this fool. What, 3 points, baby. Now I just gotta deal with that. And for whatever reason, it's triangle instead of X for blocking, which is very, very strange.
Nice moves.
I just focus on blocking. Like you can do the stealing as well, which is actually better to do considering it gets rid of a point. But I don't know, blocking is just a lot easier. Play offensive. Like how you said it was one of them versus. Oh, I missed that one though. Yeah, they're like a 1v1, but like Beauty's Blade did not. Elaine did not go against the girl.
I don't think so.
Oh damn.
Now's not the time to give up.
Oh well, whatever. I got 2 points. I thought it was gonna be the other way around though. Oh, no. Also, I don't know how they do that. Where they? Oh wow, I just. Ooh, okay, I see. The girl's better than the guy. Nice. Ooh, they just went for broke right there at the beginning.
Looks like victory is ours.
GG
Not in my
easy.
nature to give less than my all.
Yeah, that was gonna be guy versus guy, girl versus girl, but whatever, worked out. We lose fair and square. Great job, guys. Here's a little prize for beating us. Power Panacea. Nice, thanks a bundle. Prize is only for first-time wins, but you're free to come back and take us on again if you want. Enjoy the rest of the festival. Alright, so I get about 20 points per. I got 10. I got 12 of these things left to do, though. That's so many. Can I leave the school and come back and still, like, have these to do? So I want to go and try and do the, some of the other things instead. That voice sound right there sounds very much like Walter, but like a lot higher pitch. Very weird. Very, very weird here. But yeah, like, these will take a long time to do, and they're honestly not all that crazy. Street Ball and Sky Edition, true! True, Flash. But I'm gonna save, and I'll leave out of here. But I want to keep my, like, activity points. It's just, I don't want to do all 12 of those right now. They're, you know, not that big of a deal. Should we head out now? Yeah, I want to go this way. Yeah, look at that. A couple of lovebirds are sneaking off campus to rekindle old flames. You know how many times I've left campus already? Oh, it's you all. Dude, shut up. Nah, don't... Van said, yeah. Don't worry, we know what's really going on. And I'll take them for some 4 SVGs, right? Seems like you had wanted to do that since this morning. Oh, let's come with then. Wait, what do you mean by rekindle old flames? Some kind of ritual you're doing together? No, it means we're gonna light a fire under Aaron's ass. Literally. Given that we're both alumni, wanted to ensure that everyone could safely enjoy the festival. Do try to refrain from making unsubstantiated assertions, if you please. Sure thing. Damn, looks like I hit a nerve. Would you mind if we tag along as well? Everybody. You kidding me right now? It's like everyone crawling out of the woodwork to get in on this. Come on, guys. Should all be enjoying the festival fun. Actually, I could do with a little break from the festival atmosphere. It's a little hard to relax while I'm on campus. This is my last chance to help you out with some 4 SPGs, so I'm joining whether you want me to or not. We already did like 11. Well, I doubt this will be our last chance, but it ought to make for a nice change of pace. We can consider this a festive group outing. Maybe we can catch a movie while we're out. You see, there's a new movie! Oh, I'd be down for that. We can do some hunting in the Mayan Garden. Looks like a couple of members of the church are here as well. When did you guys get here? Everyone's got way too much free time on their hands these days. Alright, fine. Guess have more hands can't hurt. Let's go to Auburn in Old Town. Check out the bulletin boards. Okay, now travel to Old Town, Auburn District. Visit 2 movie theaters, Tyrell and Treon Tower. Get out of my party. I said get out of my party. It's not the one I wanted to press. You, and you. Yippee! Don't want to have Elaine in. Or, no, I'm going with this party. This is my party. Both Agnes and Elaine out of the party. Oh, we got the Mahan Garden stuff. Okay. I'll deal with that at some point as well. 9th floor has been added to the Mahan Garden. 1209. The first time I saw that, I was like, is that an R? R-O, like P? And then I was like, wait, no, that could be like a P OG Pog? But no, that's just 1209 for the year that it is. Okay, so if I go back in here, I am just with Elaine, but I'm out here and I'm with everybody else. Okay, that's good. Nice use. That thing's incredible. Kid saying Kisara designed it? Yeah, it really adds to the festival's atmosphere. That's our Kisara for you. I know she was good at graffiti, but this is something else. Looking forward to seeing how far Aramis takes her. I mean, it's not like you did anything to help her get in. Kisara did most of the hard work herself. Yeah, and I'm the one who did all the tutoring. Sorry. By the way, isn't Kisara supposed to be guiding guests around the festival today? I think so. She's outside already. Let's go look for her. I'm more surprised that you're outside, Rebecca. That shit crazy.
You don't need to be shy now.
Anything that I care to get? Not particularly. Could sell it yet.
Come again.
Rare items. Sharkferno! Oh. This is probably the last time to get some books. So I can probably go and just watch that book. Or watch the book. Probably can just go watch that book later on. Alright, everyone have their drinks? Let's give a toast. Here's the greatest promotion to Senior Bracer. Cheers! Kampai! Thanks, everyone. I've still got a lot to learn, but I do everything I can to live up to the title. Well said, Gray. Becoming a Senior Bracer in only 8 months is pretty incredible, you know? Maybe I should take a page from Gray's book and start over from the beginning. Alvis, you're talking about... I don't remember bits and pieces, but what Shin told us, is that really true? I mean, it's not like any of it would have been your fault, Alvis. There's no point in letting something like that weigh you down, especially considering it never even happened. True. Also, Regina and Alvis. Oh, whoa. There's gonna be some sparks between these two? It's not what's bothering me. No, I've had something else holding me back. See, I've been feeling like I'm not worthy of being a B rank for a while now, and that doubt created a vulnerability. You're completely right about that, Alvis. Actually, I don't know. I feel like you're fine at that B rank. It's just that Estelle and Joshua don't deserve to only be a B rank. You being the same rank as those two, that does not sit well. That's why. That's why you want to go off to train by yourself. How can you even think of doing such a thing? What am I supposed to do without you, Alvis? Not that I meant anything by that, of course. Gina, what do you mean? Alvis is as clueless as ever, huh? My deepest condolences, Regina. Stop looking at me like that, damn it! You know, I was wondering what those bracers were up to. Youth. Looks like Regina's having a hard time with the news. Let's give her some space. Right. Moving on. Shino! What do you got?
Hello.
You got, cappuccino. Not bad. Take one of those.
Thank you.
What's up, Shino? Never seen the Aramis Academy Festival so lively before. It's said that the students are meant to use these 3 days to show everyone in the capital their ingenuity. By the way, I've heard you all had a hand in the festival preparations. Excited to see how it turns out. Actually, that's not all we did. We're performing one of their shows later, too. Yeah, the kids put it together all on their own. Just give them a few tips on how to bring out their charm. Look, I know it's the students that are meant to be in the spotlight, but can't help if I outshine them. Just make sure you don't overdo it, alright? Remember, you're only a guest. True. Limit myself to a shimmer instead of a sparkle, then. Sounds like they're really enjoying themselves. We would love it if you came, Shino. There are lots of interesting events this year. Yes, please come, if you have the time, of course. How could I say no? Just remember to not overwork yourselves in the meantime. Of course, stop by again when I'm making my rounds. I like Shino. She's great.
Gonna eat something?
What do you got?
Hey, welcome.
Tempura soba. Buying it. Mine.
Don't be a stranger.
Okie dokie then. Don't care. Salas and Leon. That was Scotty's voice. What are you two doing here? Thought you were just some random clergy members for a second. Okay, sure. I have some business to take care of in the capital. Did you think things would be so lively, though? We're throwing some kind of festival or something. Whatever it is, it's huge. We're holding the Aramis Academy Festival at the moment. It's one of the capital's most famous events. Van actually helped prepare some of our stage shows as well. He was gracious enough to be one of our advisors. How unexpected. I know you were one of their alumni, but to think you'd be so willing to do something constructive for once. Are you sure you're a Spriggan? Shut it, would ya? My Spriggan image is still perfectly intact. Is that right? Then I guess we'll just have to see what you came up with. Stop by once we finish with work, alright? I figured as much. Alright, there's something you should know. Members of Iscariot have been gathering in the capital recently. Not sure why, though. It's possible they're on the hunt for a criminal of some sort. Master Regard did mention a few other things in his letter, by the way. We should pay attention to their movements in the future. Alright, thanks for the info. It's concerning. Well, at least Ben seems to be getting along with Regard's other students. True. I do love Salas as well. I don't spend nearly as much time with Salis, but I do quite enjoy her as well. Ah, the Aramis School Festival, where the young's gonna show all their hard work. Look forward to it every year. Kids are the future, you know. Ain't no other event like it. Bringing people to the festival makes me feel like I'm doing my part for this country. Ah, Giordano. I like how he usually doesn't have anything really all that special to say, but at the same time. Hey, it's Giselle. Kakayoshi's a real expert at sniffing out crime. That's why I asked his owner if I could borrow him for a little while. But soon after doing a quick sweep of the area, we still came up empty-handed. I'm not sure if this is a testament to the limits of Kakayoshi's ability or what. Maybe crime took the day off. Oh, no matter. Interest in true crime will endure. Just have to come back another day. Is this guy looking over there at them? Wait, what? Today's my first day of work? Didn't get the address mixed up, right? Did I go the wrong bus? Okay, well, now it's pointless. Whatever.
Welcome to Andalusia Patisserie.
Towson, what are you doing here? Figured to stop by to buy myself some sweets today. The whole city seems to be in a flurry. What's with the big group over there, by the way? They're celebrating something special. Yeah, you see, Aramis Academy is holding their school festival today. That's right. Why don't you go check it out if you're interested? Yeah, put some of it together, you know? I see. Aramis School Festival. I believe I attended one in the past, back when I was much younger. The company I was working with at the time was holding a meeting there. But now, here I am, again, unemployed. I suppose I never really had the time to experience any of it. Perhaps I'll go and take a look. That's great. We'll see you there. That guy is...
What would you like?
He's something alright. Wrong ally product placement. Where? I didn't see none of that. Cat that froze the game for me? Oh, really? Kakayoshi's the one that froze the game for you? That's great. It's awful and great at the same time. I don't care about anybody else in here. I don't know what you're talking about with the Rogue Ally, though. Isn't that the new, like, Xbox handheld thing? Not very interested in that, I'll be honest with you. It doesn't really interest me. Like, I liked the PS Vita back in the day, but anymore, I'm just too old for handhelds. Yeah, like, I got the Switch too, sure, but, like, that's mostly just staying in the dock. That's mostly just gonna be staying there in the dock. Anybody else around here? Let us pray. Why is that lettuce praying, though? Some holy lettuce there. I don't feel like that'd make for very good lettuce if it was filled with holes, though. Just saying. Tee-hee. Tee-hee, ha-ha. Nobody's over there. Okay, moving back this way. I'm looking at the RO9 sign or whatever. Oh, I see. The 1209 being the Septian calendar 1209. I got you. Okay, I got you. I didn't realize that Chad to move at that point. Might be. I don't play Portal either. Yeah. It's just... I'm too old for it. This is really what it boils down to. Is I'm just too old to be looking at a tiny-ass screen. And while I'm sure the Ally has a lot larger of a screen,
They're in full bloom.
it also just makes it a pain in the ass to, like, traverse around. An annoying thing to carry with you.
What do we have here?
Eat It Sweets contest. Oh god, that sounds like right up your alley. Semi-required for SPG. Okay, yeah. I got you. We'll do that one eventually. But for now, time to go to Old Town! We're going to the Old Town. I can go to Treon Tower as well. Oh, because the start of cinema. Never mind, let's watch a movie then. Because did you see? There's a new movie! Plenty of time today. Enough to catch 3 movies if I wanted to. God damn.
Right up.
Thank you for your visit today.
Alright, purchase that. Not purchase Sharkferno, though. So we'll watch this one. And people will be joining you. Let's watch this with Swin and Nadia. I feel like that'd be wholesome. Yeah. Let's watch with these two. Let's get our seats, get our popcorn. I don't need to watch any more movies, though. And we've already watched the other ones, so kinda would be a waste of time. But it's nice that they give you to catch up if you miss one or two. The story is set at a well-known campsite in a tranquil forest, in which, for many weeks, a number of inexplicable accidents have occurred. Several people fall victim to localized forest fires, yet their charred remains show signs of assault by some kind of fearsome predator. A park ranger named Brick makes an appeal to delay the mountaineering season till they can determine the cause of these strange incidents. Who names their kid Brick? However, the mayor, who values tourism dollars above safety, cuts off the investigation and opens the mountain to climbers. Amidst all of this, Brick reaches out to an old zoologist friend of his named Lisa to help him continue his investigation. Surprised her name's not like Wood or something. By the time they realize all their victims were killed by the flame monster from local folklore, it is already too late. Just as the numerous campers are starting to enjoy themselves, the titular Sharkferno appears. Sharkferno! Bricked up park ranger.
Why is this happening? And on the day we opened up the mountain, no less.
Must be an adult
Please
movie.
remain calm.
Must be an adult
We
film.
aren't in any danger,
Damn you,
so
Gotti.
Please don't be as...
We aren't in any danger, so don't be.
Oh no. It got the mayor. Oh, we have to do something, Brick, or we'll be next.
If this is anything like the old-timers' folktale, we might be able to kill it by snuffing out its flames.
Just like a Charmander.
Look, a tank of nitrogen. If we destroy that, the monster will be as good as toast. But it's so far away. How are we?
Leave that part to me. I've got a plan.
What the? Hey, why the hell did you cut your palm? How's that a plan?
Ninja
If you
Jutsu!
paid any attention in school, you'd know sharks are attracted to the smell of blood. I'm gonna lure it away.
That's true.
Oh, bet you never thought a zoologist could be so gutsy. Well, I'm tougher than I look.
I'll say, you're one hell of a woman, Lisa. And I'm glad to know your head's still screwed on tight. Okay, let's smother that oversized matchstick once and for all.
Roar.
You son of a bitch!
Nice, nice. Think you broke your Walmart application. How'd you do that, Leather? Oh, how'd you do that? That seemed like a very silly movie. It's nice to enjoy a movie that you don't have to think too hard about from time to time. You said it, haven't laughed that hard in ages. It was much more realistic than those movies where everyone's running away from ghosts and stuff. Monster flicks usually are more grounded than those, comparatively speaking. Also, it's so cute how they're together. They're talking about the movie together. Not like the usual, you talk to one person, then you talk to the other person about their thoughts of the movie. They're both talking at the same time. That's so cute. The shark movies tend to follow certain rules, like the prettiest girl is the first one to die. Oh yeah, and then you mentioned that gorgeous blonde one was cut right off the bat. Wait, pretty pink-haired girls are excluded from that rule, right? Right? Hey S, if I was being attacked by a Sharkferno, would you come to my rescue? Absolutely, I would come rushing to save you. No questions asked. Oh, S. Of course, I seriously doubt you'd have any trouble dispatching it, but in the unlikely event that one tripped you up, then sure. As a man, it's unnatural that I want to protect the person who matters most to me. Hey, yo! Huh? As a man, the person who matters most to me? Oh. Ooh. What did he mean by that? What's got into you, S? Fun to see Naughty on the ropes for once. They really do make a cute pair. Truly. So they're selling commemorative brochures. For only 100 as well. Peak. Peak. You'd love to see that. There might be hope for those two yet. There just might be hope for those two yet. And we've already watched the other movie, right? So, yeah, we watched all of those, so...
Thank you for
yeah,
your visit
we're done with that. Anywhere around... Okay, never mind. As soon as we leave out of here, we're gone. Is this Brasilia? No, it's Kathy. Okay, same character model. Oh, but there's these two. Oh, it's you. Hey, you guys, what a surprise. Just got out of the movies. You don't say. Oh, wait a second, by we, you mean the two of you? Correct. I had a promise that I would take her here sometime, but given how busy we've been, scheduling the outing proved to be a challenge. You can say that again. I had to put it on the back burner because of the whole Mahan Garden fiasco. Then Cassim took on that risk management assignment 3 weeks ago, which, you know, turned into a whole thing. But today was nice and chill, so Cassim could finally make good on his promise. And now we're headed to the festival. I never realized you two were so close. Oh, it sounds like your break was well-deserved. Yeah, true. Ship. Hey, yo. I don't really see it, to be honest with you, but, like, hey, go for it. Guess we'll be seeing you two at the festival then. Of course. I was excited about the movie, but I've been, like, super pumped about the festival. See you guys there. Right, I'll be waiting for you. So, you think the two of them are an item? Hard to say. Strong soldier sure knows how to get around. I don't know, I don't really see it. Looks more like work acquaintances more than anything to me, but when two busybodies, I suppose, it just kind of works out like that, huh?
Let's roll, gang.
Everyone gets shipped. Everyone! True Doom. I'm shipping you now. Who with? Not tell him. Not tell him who I'm shipping you with.
Thank you for your visit today.
Sending me in a loop of updating my available hours because I changed them from school work hours to summer work hours. Ah, weird. Yeah, I mean, if there's somebody, hopefully there's somebody you can talk to though to like get that fixed up. Don't you dare.
I suck donkey dicks.
Love you too, Doom. Love you though. Hey, it's Paulette and the Champ. I guess they did say they were planning to hit the movie theater today. Wow, now that was insane. What do you think, Paulette? I doubt it's your usual choice of genre. You're right. You're still too young to bring along for something like The Sage of Ravenna. Still, it was definitely a novel experience. Thank you for inviting me. I'm just glad you didn't hate it. You raised a good point, though. Maybe next time we can take Yumi to watch a kids' movie together. She'd love that, I'm sure. No, she's really warmed up to you lately. I'm honored to hear it. By the way, Paulette, is it still too early to tell her the truth about you and me, I mean? I've been pondering that myself, actually. After seeing how much you've grown, I figured it might be alright to come clean to Yume. Paulette! That being said, I don't think this is our choice alone to make. My dad has been under no end of stress since the day I left you. Plus, I'm still not convinced that knowing the whole story is really what's best for Yume. Don't worry, I get it. Didn't mean to jump the gun there. Besides, the old father-in-law doesn't exactly approve of me yet. I'll get back to the drawing board and figure out how to make things right. Max, Miss Paulette appears to be taking things positively, if only just. It's not an easy problem to mend. Looks like they're doing a decent job of it, though. Kinda ticks me off, actually. I miss when he was just a 2-bit sleazebag on 4 wheels. Can't say this sits well with me, but we'll just have to hang back and see what they make of it. I'm okay with it. Hey, Kayla and Cody are here as well. Sorry for dragging you along with me. Watching a movie with your sister isn't so bad once in a while, though, is it? I guess not. Isn't the sort of place I come to unless people invite me, so it was a nice change of pace. Gotta run soon, but we can stop by and see Uncle Charles while we're in the area. Sure, why not? Uncle Charles? You don't mean they mean the owner of Macmillan Cafe. You two do have the same last name. Never realized they were actually related, though, and that's news to me as well. Oh, well, anybody up here? If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance. I can watch more movies, but I don't really need to. So I've watched all the movies and got all the brochures, so tee-hee. Alright, Old Town for reals this time. For real! Sure, whatever, just go there. The only few people who would attempt to help me that I don't have contact info of? Of course, alright? Always gotta be something like that. Oh, she wants to talk. Oh, it's you lot. Figured you would have left by now. The Aramis Academy Festival is the event of the season, you know? So make sure you take the time to enjoy yourselves. I'm gonna think of it, that Aramis Gainsbourg guy sure was a bit of an oddball, don't you think? But they say he understood Sheenan like no other. And he believed that in educating the youth was of vital importance to the success of the democratic revolution. Not that to the end, too. Alright. Can I go now? Learn to listen to your elders, you snot-nosed brat! Whatever. As you guys see any movies lately? Huh? Where'd that come from? Back in my younger days, I was at the theater practically every night. But it's been a while since I last went. Would you like us to recommend a movie for you? Yeah, right, like I'd be interested in what you Rugrats call a good movie. What I want are the brochures. Lots of them. If you got any, hand them on over, would you? Maybe I can even give you something for the effort. Brochures, huh? Yeah, sure. Guess we can give you some. Yeah, and if it gets you going to the movies, I'd be more than happy to. Hell, I'm not gonna force you to hand them over or nothing. Just keep it in mind, alright? I'd be sure I'll give you all these.
And buy something.
Give me this rainbow candy and the Tyro Times, though. Okay, thank you. Got any brochures on you? Yeah, all of them. This enough? Should be. It's all of them. Looks like a pretty good selection to me. What do I want to see? Yeah, I can always decide later. Anyways, thanks for your hard work. And take this for its compensation. Onyx Steel. What a reward. Alright, I've seen this before. Some sort of crystal, right? Onyx Steel. Used to make all kinds of powerful weapons. Mr. Scar taught me how to process it, actually. If you want, I should be able to turn it into something useful. Nice! Thanks a lot, Jin. It's nothing than some scrap I found on the street. Also, how do they pronounce her name? Because there's Jin with the Z, but like Jin, I would also pronounce this Jin or Jin. Honestly, I'm just grateful you took it off my hands. Okay, sure. I'm grateful that you let us take that off your hands, because good God, that is a very useful thing. What is this treasure chest over here? Treasure chest! Treasure chest! Oh, well, whatever. Alright, grab it. Oh, no, it actually is you. Huh. And cloves seem to be in full bloom today, huh? Starting to look an awful lot like spring around here. By the way, did I ever tell you the time I single-handedly planted all the clove trees in the capital? Oh, to be young again. I only could plant 3,000 more. Thought maybe I had overdone a little, but before I knew it, they were already one of the most famous sites in Edith. I can never quite tell if she's actually lying or not. Guess this is her idea of fun? Oh, that reminds me. I feel like I remember a key falling out of my pocket back then. Probably got buried in the roots somewhere. What was it for? Terrence entrance? Ah, well, doubt anyone will ever find it anyways. Whoa, wonder if that part's true. Who knows? You might pick it up along the way. Ah, that gives us the treasure chest over there. Okay, I see you, Vidya gang.
What's on the menu?
Fish of Legend. Ooh, we gotta do that. Oh, and a condemned sector cleanup. Okay, monster extermination. I don't know if I've caught all the fish, though. I don't think I have. Oh, I have. Okay, never mind. I was like, I don't think I have caught all the fish in this game. Nope, apparently I have. Yippee! Alright, well, yeah, we'll go and do that then. I was worried about that, because, like, it's so easy to... It'd be so easy to miss fish in this area.
Always free, you know.
So, chef for parties!
Come see us again sometime.
Don't mind if I do. Oh. Cats. Cats. That one seems to be carrying something. Is that? Obtained a rusty key. Oh, wow. This is the key the old woman mentioned. Why don't we see if it works? Thank you, kitty cats. I see you. I forgot about you, but I saw you. It opened. Heck, was that easy? I guess we just got lucky. Kidding, though. Hey, we thought I'd gone missing, but I think maybe just searching for the key instead. Certainly seems that way. Suppose this means that old lady really was telling the truth. Guess so.
Looks like a chest.
Oh, it's one of these fancy-ass chests as well. I thought we already got all these things. What's up, Anya? Welcome on in. Glad to see you. Thank you for stopping on by. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Family member who works at Walmart yet again. Means saying to ask for help when they don't seem willing to help. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that, Leather. Hopefully you can get all that stuff situated, though. Working. Can I do this, I wonder? Easy. Oh, look at that. They had a whole, like, trap thing over there, but I didn't need it. Oh, my God. Okay, well.
I'll be more careful this time.
Teehee. Checkpoint saved. Oh, God, this is actually kind of a tight timer here. This way. Install trap. This way. This way. This way. This way. There we go. Nice and easy. Too bad I have to take every single brick here. Okay. Do me a solid and get locked. There's that entire area over there, though. I'm guessing that probably is like a. I'm guessing that was probably like a thing to like stop the thing. It's probably like coming after me right now, but yeah, it worked out. Did you join us for Pika later? Oh, true. You guys are doing Pika later. And Varden was not going to be able to join you for that. Himmel! And 2 extra SP. Hey, with that, actually, I think we maxed out our solutions point stuff. Boink. Grab that, grab this, grab that. I should go to the... Grab this real quick. Yippee! Oh, there's so many things around, I want to grab them all. Not yet. Not yet. I can do that stuff off stream. I do want to do this, though. SP report. Yeah. So we don't need, like 2 points for this. Triple A, baby!
That's pretty generous.
Asterite orb. Hell yeah. We're maxed it out, baby! Because of course we did. But I don't know, I don't have the game right now. Is it still on sale? I know the game was on sale, and then it was not on sale, or something. Hey, all papers collected. Nice. That as well. What are we gonna do there? Oh, is this the, this is the fishing people. I can check. Thank you, Anya. I don't know what I'm doing later tonight either, though. That was so good. Right? Having some gelato after a bath is absolutely to die for. Guys haven't forgotten why we're here, though, right? Of course not. Nothing wrong with taking a little breather, though. I saw the K there, and I was like, Kenneth? No, it's just Kyle. You better use some R&R yourself, Kyle. You're too uptight. All the tension in your body's gonna scare off all the fish. Or you'll be able to catch a minnow. Don't jinx it. Oh, well, if it isn't Van. You see the request we put up on the bulletin board? Yeah, I saw it. Said you wanted to consult with us about a legendary something or another, right? Yeah, I think I found a legendary fish over in the lake at Dirk Memorial Park. But no matter how many times I try to catch it, thing just keeps slipping away. Well, you trying to fish up the lord of a lake? That should be interesting. Still a beginner at fishing myself. It's much more complicated than I thought it would be. I mean, I've got a few catches under my belt, sure, but nowhere near as good as you guys. Knowing that you still want us to take the job. Yeah, as long as you're willing to, of course. So, what do you say? Yeah, of course I'm gonna try. Yeah. It's $8? Okay, so it's still cheap, though. We'll take the job. Tell me more. Nice. First, let me tell you about the target. To put it simply, it's not your average carp, that's for sure. Apparently believed to be over 200 years old. Over 200? That would mean it's been around since before Calvard was even a republic. It's like a living piece of history. However, there haven't been many sightings of it in the past few years. I mean, some people were even saying it had died. But then 3 weeks ago, Kyle finally managed to spot it. I was just fishing out on the lake at night, but then I saw it. The Magna Gravels. It's an old catfish that hides deep inside the lake. Hides itself deep in the lake's caverns. Fish has seen many challengers, but none who have succeeded. Catfish, so called because of the cat-like whiskers they grow on their faces. I've heard they are carnivorous too, and eat just about anything and everything. Oh, I had an S catch one for me once. It was so yummy. How kind of him. You two sure seem to have an awful lot of experience with the wilderness. I'm surprised you were able to see anything at night. It gets rather dark in that area. Actually, something that weird happened right before the fish appeared. There was an earthquake. It can't have been a coincidence. Read the ancient manuscripts that mention stuff like that happening before. When the ire of a catfish wakes, the earth beneath your feet shall quake. It was saying like that in the east as well. But to actually witness such an event, how interesting. I've actually caught catfish before IRL, and no, did not have any earthquakes about that. When I think I heard about an abyss swarm around the park too, though. Maybe that's what brought the fish out. Regardless, you said you've had a hard time catching it, right? Yeah, it's really frustrating. It is legendary after all. Wouldn't be so impressive if you could catch it with a single worm. We also got baiting it a lot of try. Lost a lot of good rods that way. But didn't we hear something about super sturdy fishing rods recently? Yeah, it was called the Rod of the Heavens. Yo, just like me. It is today used by General Atkinson over 100 years ago. General Atkinson? Olger Atkinson. He was Sheena Dark's right-hand man in the Calvardian Revolution. How funny we're getting so many of these names, huh? He was half Eastern as well. The rod of his has a lot of inscriptions on it, right? Yeah, that's what they say. They actually found a passage on it in one of Sheena Dark's personal memoirs. Apparently General Atkinson managed to hook the catfish with that rod once. Got away from him in the end, though. So even the General couldn't catch it. Sounds like this thing will be quite the opponent. Anyways, you want us to find that fishing rod for you? Ding ding! You guessed it! And just so you know, from what Auguste told us, your best bet is going to be in the Blacklight District. He'll want us to give up looking for it because of how dangerous it gets down there. So that's where he sent out a 4SPG, right? An antique fishing rod that found its way to the Blacklight District. And I'm pretty sure we know at least one person that could find it. I'm talking about Yamai, right? Sounds like you guys know just the person to ask. Does that mean we can leave this to Arkride Solutions for now? Of course, we'll give you that rod in no time.
Okay,
hell
time
yeah.
to get to work.
Fish of Legend. Gotta run, enjoy the filler content? Of course I will. Thank you for being here, Lee. Appreciate you. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day. And, yeah, you take care. We'll see you in the next one. Sky loves getting filled. What? Zam. No. No. Anna over here posting false information in the chat. I don't even like filling my stomach, let alone anything else. Yeah, we can go to the Blacklight District, though. And there's a monster extermination in Auber, I think. Wait, let me look at that. Go to do. So yeah, we got a sweet contest, and then notice condemned sector. So Blacklight, we got two things to do in Blacklight. Blacklight, blah 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 blah. Sure, let's go to the beginning. Now. Gonna get some rest before the collab. Hope to see you there. If not, see you tomorrow. No worries, Anya. Yeah, appreciate you stepping on by. Always glad to have you. I don't know if I'll join for Peak or not, because I hadn't planned to play that, but who knows? Maybe I'll just grab the game real quick and join you. We'll see. We'll see soon. Soon enough. But yeah, rest well, Anya. Decadent glass. It sounds like a that sounds like it would be a bong. It's just a really fancy flower pot, guys. Haha, teehee.
Got a question for you.
You talking about General Atkinson's fishing rod? Well, you're right. We came through here a little while back. Surprised it actually exists. You happen to know where it went? Come on now. Really think I'd tell you just because you asked? After all, it sure would be nice to have you owe me a favor. Then again, maybe this is fate. Fate? How so? That rod you're looking for is a strange one. Say it chooses its wielder. I did my best to try and stake a claim to it, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be. That is pretty strange. You think so? Stuff like that's all sorts of fairy tales. Well, whether it's true or not, the rod didn't choose me. Last I heard, it was over at Kansas soba stall. Makes sense. Kansas always had a thing for fishing. He's the one over in the Satan district, correct? That's right. Pretty respectable guy when it comes down to it. Comes by sometimes to look for Eastern cooking tools. Thanks for the info. Pay back when we get a chance. Kansas actually moved his stall over to Aramis for the festival. He should be there by the front gates, I believe. That's right. He's been rather popular with the students lately. Let's get moving then. Speaking of that, it's very funny that we have all these school uniforms on down here in the Black district. We just really gave up with doing this, huh? Keeping up appearances.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, and probably the only thing that I can buy right here would be this. An ideal watch as well. And I can buy these as well. But I think
Please stop by again.
I'll craft a weapon with this instead. Yeah. I'm trying to think if I want to give this to anybody else, but like Van kind of does matter the most. So yeah, we'll just give it to Van. Yay! Onyx steel. And then I can buy all this stuff later on.
Welcome. Thank you. Please stop by again.
All the stuff for everybody else.
So sleepy.
So sleepy. I'll just leave that alone for now. Oh, it's you. What are you doing here? Joe Browning. That woman's crazy. All she did was mumble something, then she stabbed me. I don't know the days for Isabel to be out. And she bandaged myself up, but if I was any weaker, that would have been the end for me. Damn it. Is this guy okay? It seems that he's been applied first aid already. All I did believe he did was tape the wound shut. Seems pretty tough, though. I doubt he's in any danger of dying. I suppose we'll just have to check in once Isabel's back. Kinda curious who stabbed him. Couldn't be. It's a very good chance it could be. Oh, hi, Lindsay. What are you all crazy for?
What would you like?
Bearstein III. Sure.
Please stop by again sometime.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Something happened. No way, did you? There's this guy who's been making lots of noise in the area lately. All he ever did was yell, "I'm the best!" So I figured I would give him a little test. You? So you're the one who stabbed him? No way. Yeah, that sounds like quite the pickle. I swear I didn't mean anything by it. I mean, yeah, maybe I do stab the people I'm infatuated with on occasion, but that guy's not even my type. But you still stabbed him, right? So instead of being a crime of passion, it's just a simple case of assault. And what should I do? Well, you're gonna need to help the guy get patched up first, then you apologize. Come on, get moving. Could bleed out any second. Right, please excuse me. Lindsay took some bandages from the shelf and rushed off. She's got me a little worried, honestly. Maybe we should check on them. Yeah, I want to see how this plays out. Yeah, same, actually. We found an accidental side quest. What the hell is this? His wound should be alright for the moment. I also apologize to him, so hope he'll forgive me. I wouldn't get your hopes up. Yeah, people aren't exactly in the habit of forgiving people who stabbed them. I don't know, I feel like this might turn out to be the beginning of a beautiful romantic relationship between these two. I wonder though, it's not like Blacklight goes by normal rules. Yes, in the end, I would assume Blacklight's highest authority would come to a decision on the matter. Look at that, incidents like this are commonplace in Blacklight. However, there may still be a penalty. I knew it. I was doing so good, too. I mean, the statute of limitations for my last incident was set to expire soon. Stupid, stupid, stupid! She is so psycho. Oh, God. Yeah, she is wild. Guess it's a little too early for you to return to the surface, huh?
Alrighty.
I think that should be it. How does it feel? A little better. So, you have experience with this sort of thing? Oh, I'm so glad. See, I read about how to do stuff like this in a book about torture methods once. The point was to heal victims so you can extend their suffering. This girl's crazy! Alright then, that's that then, I guess.
What can I get for you?
My paprika.
Thanks for shopping.
What do you want to actually have something to say? I thought I seen you around, Paprika. See you work here too. That's right. Gabrielle asks me to help out every now and then. By the way, I heard Eden's been doing really well lately. Rumors about you guys expanding. Something be expanding, alright. Well, I don't believe we'll be doing so anytime soon. Tracy's been bringing an awful lot of new girls, though. I'm glad he's taking the opportunity to cultivate new growth, but starting to make Eden feel a little small. Maybe we should just open a second location. Well, that would definitely liven things up around here. I say you should go for it. Ooh, another whorehouse? Let's go! We love the whorehouses. I didn't expect Lindsay to be the one that stabbed Joe Brownings, but it's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Also, I like how it had like an entire like event. Things actually changed because we interacted with her. That's okay. Nobody around here's got anything else for me to talk to. Let's see what we got here. Got a new meme idea? Oh boy. Oh boy, can't wait to see what you got cooking. They're okay. First off, hey away. Second off, what's Roselia doing over there? I believe this is the first time we've all gone drinking together. Isn't that right, Galong? It is. I see a master of the art of intrigue drinks differently compared to the one who follows the path of the warrior. Well, considering you're now in line to be one of the next elders, I suppose you'll need to get used to it. Yes, there will be many more occasions in which you'll have to interact with people like me. Are you up to it? Talking to people is Sal's thing. Alas, as the family head, responsibility will fall to you. Very well. For now, you can return to your shadows. Just let me know this. Or just know this. Someday I will drag you into the light. As things currently stand, I believe such a thing is impossible. I look forward to seeing you make the attempt. Damn, can't even drink without them baring their teeth at one another. What's new? True. What about you? Damn fixers! Think they'd have the CID on their side. Zicked arms, woman. I figured you got picked up by Hercules after what happened on Nemeth Island. How'd you end up here? Unfortunately, ZA managed to bail her out, with a non-insignificant sum of money, I might add. She's free for the moment, but someone must keep an eye on her at all times. That being said, it seems she's been leading a rather miserable life here in the Bloodlight District. Miserable? I'm living life to the fullest, damn you! Dealing with this old lady's bad enough, but now I gotta handle you twerps? Today's really not my day. Old lady? Wait, wasn't she the one who ran that cheap T-phone scam? She also got her bail paid. It's those brats in the bracer. No, don't be so crass. You see, I was quite impressed by that prototype military monster I bought a while back. That's why I've been hoping to make better friends with you, young lady. Oh, whatever you're planning, I'm busy. Now that I owe the company, I need to start making something to repay them. But as soon as I do, I'll make every bastard that's crossed me regret they were ever born. Maybe it's time I start developing that new weapon of mine. It doesn't sound like she's learned from her mistakes. That's right, no one can outmatch your villainy. Say, why don't we join up together? With our brains combined, we'll come up with the king of all scams. Already told you, scamming is beneath me. And anyhow, you're getting in the way of my work. Can you go somewhere else? Oh, don't be like that. Why don't you hear me out over a cup of tea? Or a beer, in this case, may stand. The longer I listen, the messier it gets. Maybe we should get going. Yeah, maybe so. Oh, isn't this the guy that runs the patisserie up on the Center Marsh? Bloodlight District, huh? How nostalgic. Said it's great to be able to drink with my friends. It's been a while. Aww. That's wholesome. He's still keeping in contact with people down here, even though he's living large now. Alright, so we got a monster extermination quest, and then we got a couple other things. So, I think right now would be a pretty good place to end stream, because yeah, I can then off-stream do a little bit of grinding, go to the Mahan Garden, can go do the Condemned Sector monster, and I can also buy all these equipments that I got here in Bloodlight. So, yeah, next time that we get into stream, we'll be doing these final two side missions that we've got, and oh, they should also probably go around and do all of those activities, because they just are going to take way too much time. Way too much time, and they're not even really all that interesting to begin with, so yeah, I'll probably just do that off stream as well. I was hoping that there was going to be some cute little, like, after activity events, like how in Code Steel, like whenever there's a school festival in Code Steel, he was like, hang out with this person with this event, and then afterwards they had a little conversation, and it was all wholesome and cute, and like, ah, he loved it. But no, it's just like, you do the one thing, and then you're done. Moving on. Like, alright, well, if that's the case, then I'll use that to get my points up, but past that, I'm kinda not interested. But yeah, we'll be back to some more of this next week, I suppose. Next week's streams might be a little weird. I got some things coming up, so next week I might be streaming less. I might not be streaming at all. I might be streaming the same amount. I'm not sure yet. Not exactly sure how things are going to be turning out, but I got some family things going on, so we'll see how next week it goes. I would love to finish Legend of Heroes next week, though, so I might just stream regardless. We'll see what happens. But either way, tomorrow we definitely got some more Another Crab's Treasure Drunks. We got about 13 bosses left in that game, I think. So, yeah, exciting stuff there. Be fun to get drunk on Friday with some homies here in the chat. And, yeah, we'll see how that goes. It'll be a good time, though. It'll be a good time. Hope to see you all there for that. But yes, make sure you all like, subscribe, follow, all of the nonsense if you haven't already. I would definitely appreciate all of that support. But let's see if we can find anybody to raid on into today. See who we got. Who do we got today? To die is the greatest day I've ever known. Kill it for tomorrow. That is not a very good song, I'll be honest with you. I'm not a fan of Smashing Pumpkins that much, but like that song is it is an earworm. And it's not a great song, but it is a song of all time, and so yeah, it earworms itself in sometimes. Yeah, let's see who we can send you off to. I see a couple people streaming on YouTube, so I'm trying to think of who we've raided into this week. Actually, I could just check this real quick. Who have we raided into this week? Who have we raided into this week? Okay, so raided into, I don't know if that's the same week or not. Yeah, it is. Okay, so yeah, we raided into Glitch and we raided into Aku. So yeah, let's raid into Fruits today then. May as well. It really ends up just being like the same like 5 people that I raid into, or like the same 4 people that I raid into, but you know, that's just kind of the way that it works. It's just the kind of the way that it goes. So yeah, we're raided into Glitch and Aku this week, so we'll raid into Shy Fruits today on YouTube. And then on Twitch, who do we got? Back to Pokemon Unite, I see Reese. I see you. I see you. Oh, I haven't actually interacted with Karaika. This is one of Kuroto's friends. Haven't been able to check out one of their streams yet, but I like the look of their model. So yeah, I might as well. They're playing Liza P. Get you into a Souls-like mood for tomorrow. Sounds good to me. I'm only been going for 15 minutes as well, so perfect. Perfect, I say. Perfect. Go ahead and make another tab of this real quick. Okay. And then, yeah, we'll get these raids going. So, raid message. And the raid proper. Boink, boink. And then, same thing here. We got the raid message. Put it over there. Work time to finish another meme? Oh, hell yeah, Flash. I'll make sure to check out all of those memes here in a little bit. But yeah, for now, go ahead and grab yourself a raid tag, a raid message. On Twitch, we got the blue fire for subs, red fire for followers. And on YouTube, you've only got the one message. So, get yourself a raid message. And, yeah, say hello to Karai and to Fruits for me. I would appreciate. But otherwise, thank you all so much for being here. Always appreciate you all stopping on by. We'll be back with more Legend of Heroes probably next week. Still not sure about how next week's going to be, but another Crab's Treasure tomorrow. That'll be a fun time. But yeah, until then, you all take care!
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove.
I got nightmares in my